What's good? What's good?
Bang,
What's
what's
good,
good with it?
peoples?
What's
good?
what?
What's
What's
good?
Parlay with us. What's up,
what?
man? What's up, everyone?
Oh man, what's going on, peoples? It's Parlay with us, Mr. Beans, Stony Crooks, Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe. Sean Doe is on location right now. He will be chiming in on the comment. He did send me that text telling me he sent all of us the text saying that he'll be chiming in on that on while he's on the road and on location right now. So before we do that, let me do what I'm always supposed to be doing around
No
this time.
doubt. You gotta run it back.
And then something's not right. Something's wrong with the technical difficulties with StreamYard. I hit it one more time, y'all.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.
Cook and
Yes,
Hustle Stacks.
yes.
Sean
What's
Doe
going?
on location. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, peoples? What's going
What's
on, man?
going on? What's going on this good Sunday?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's a good Sunday, man, for
crazy
us.
Sunday. I don't know where to
Hey,
start.
listen. I guess they'll say we'll take what we can get, right?
Right,
You know what I mean? It wasn't a sweet one, but the weather was nasty too.
weather
So
was nasty.
but we'll take what we could get on the Patriots front. They what we call, how you would say that, they got off the schneid. So yeah, they on the board right now at 2-1. So what
Yeah,
y'all
man.
think,
Like you said,
man? Give me y'all comments. I know you guys watched the game today. I watched a good bit of the game. I saw some performances from Mac Jones. Looked like he was more in tune on trying to win the game today. The defense obviously seemed um more in tune with keeping pace with trying, I guess we're just trying to play a solid game all the way around. That's what I would say the defense was trying to do today. And they did accomplish that. They played a solid game all the way around. So yeah, and the offense, I say, squeaked it. We should have had more than 15 points, but that's just me. They can't, for some reason, seem to get the ball in the end zone with consistency. So what y'all think, man? What you think, Stoney? What you think, Mr. Stacks?
It's a couple of things I took away from this game. I think one, we didn't play well in situational football. We was in a situation where we needed to get first downs, we needed to kill the clock, and we needed to get out of there with a win. It shouldn't have came down to that. It shouldn't have came down to the Jets not able to punch it in. It shouldn't have came down to that, because if it would have been any other formidable quarterback, they would have scored.
Right.
And the situational football we played today wasn't well. They need to work on that. They need to work on plays that if we need 3 yards, we can get it. We need 5 yards, we can get it. Those passes shouldn't have been that off. It should have been a lot closer than that. And
I agree
well
with
said, Stone. Once again, Mr. Beans, he cannot connect on a deep ball, man.
you.
He just
See what I
can't
did?
do it.
Right.
He just can't do it.
And I know Sean. Sean, he's gonna chime in at some point. He will say, you know, but that's not his game. And yes, we understand that that's not his game, but still, there's a problem there, man. Like, there's a real problem there if we can't connect on the deep ball. We got to be able to do that at some point. We have to. You know what I mean? I think that's in all. Bear with me because I'm trying to send someone a link to our site. With that be, y'all know how football is, man. Watch the league, man. Just watch the games that you've seen played today, and you can tell that, it's about solid receivers. It's about getting the ball out quick. It's about getting the ball deep. Great play actions. Look at that one. Did y'all see that one sweet play action pass that Mac converted on? What down?
Yeah.
What was that? Third quarter, second quarter, second quarter.
Yeah,
Remember that?
second quarter. Yep.
When he hit, who did he hit in the seam to get that? Remember I talk about seam before? Remember I was telling y'all about the seam?
I think
Probably
that
that
might have
kid
been.
Brown.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think
Or the rookie Douglas. It might have been Douglas too.
Well, Brown scored that touchdown.
It was Brown somebody got open in the seam. Was it Brown?
You talk about the touchdown throw or another?
It was just a first down play.
I think it was a first down play. It was a deep seam. It was a first down play. You're right, Stoney. It was a first down play. And I think that went to Douglas. Caught him in the seam and he went straight down. It was just like landed in his hands at the right time. Perfect play action pass. So, those are the things that they got to work on. They passing game. It seems like the offensive line was a little bit more in tune a little bit today. A little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't allow a sack. They didn't. Mac Jones didn't get sacked today, which was good. But again, they need a go-to guy when we need that key third down. We are so lucky. Can you believe the Jets had two chances to win the game with less than 3 minutes? That's unacceptable. We should be able to melt 3 minutes.
Right.
Or bring it down to
where we couldn't milk. You're right. We couldn't even milk 3 minutes.
We need a go-to guy. They went to Juju on one of those drives.
Two of them.
I couldn't believe the Jets was getting the ball back. They got the ball back twice under 3 minutes. After
they went to Juju.
We got a safety.
2 of those drives on third downs on the same type of pass. I think it's behind the shoulder pass or something behind it. And it turned his body around and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was just off.
Listen,
we had a safety. We had a safety and we was getting the ball back. And it was like 3 minutes and some change left. There's no way the Jets should have gotten 2 chances to win under those because we didn't convert. The Jets got the ball back. And I think we stopped them. And then they had another chance. The last one where we stopped them on 4 downs, and that's it. But we got lucky, man.
Be honest, they honestly could have won if Cobb ain't slip on that Hail Mary. I mean, he catches that it falls in the end zone.
I know, right?
Yo, let me tell you, we got lucky. But look, I'm hoping that this luck would light a fire in their ass, and then hopefully, as the season goes on, we'll get better. That's all I could really hope and bank on because it was an ugly win. It was an ugly win today.
Oh, we got
really lucky.
You're gonna have some. It's gonna be all. I think all the Patriots wins are gonna be ugly because of the team makeup. I don't think they're gonna have no pretty wins. I just don't think they're gonna have any.
You're right.
I was not there. The personnel there. The personnel.
But shout out to the defense. The defense did play well.
The defense was balling. They've been balling.
I mean, people say, well, it was just Zach Wilson, but they shut down 2 backs that are good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall have been running the ball well. They've been.
They had their number.
They
played well against them today. Yeah. Not to saying that you can see. Well, yeah, Breece Hall didn't get nothing really, to tell you the truth. So then, they played good against the run today, this afternoon.
Yes.
Real good against the run. So yeah, people, like and subscribe. Jump on these comments in the live on the YouTube. We appreciate it. Hit those thumbs ups. And share this live to your peoples, your friends out there. It's parlay with us. Oh, hey, what's up, Carlos? Carlos. Yeah, what's up, Carlos Rodriguez? What's up, family? Nice to see you back on there. Yeah, I just want to give him a shout out. He just put in something here. He said, "I'll take an ugly." What did he say? He said,
"Right." Now we get into the playoffs. I hear you. Look,
I feel you.
I'm all for it. I just hope they get better from these ugly losses and they learn from it. They're gonna look at film and they're gonna have to work on those situational football.
They could potentially go on a run because after what I've seen from Dallas, I think Dallas is vulnerable. If they let Arizona kind of really have their way with Dallas.
Oh yeah,
they way with Dallas today.
That was
They had to.
ooh. Okay, so like since we talking and since we're gonna keep moving on, then since we're gonna move on from the Pats, Pats victory today, slim margin, 15-10, squeaked it out. We already said what we feel about it, how we know like there's some real improvements that needs to be done on the offensive side of the ball. But with that being said, this week's title is obviously we just talked about the Pat win, but it's NFL. I don't know. NFL week number 3 review and Sunday night football pick. There's a typo there in the title, but I will fix that, my peoples. I'll fix that title. So yeah, what y'all think about the NFL week number 3?
Man, I just gotta get this off my chest, fellas. Like Sean Payton, how you let them come up there and run a fucking Tecmo Bowl score up on you?
Right.
Like 70
Woo!
points.
Yo, that
Right.
was when I saw
Matter of fact, the whole
Listen.
state of Colorado, like Buffalo's go down, and we didn't expect them to beat them anyway, but to almost get skunked, I didn't see that. I thought they at least put up, maybe 21, but they
Right.
40. It was 35-0 at the half, and then you got the big boys to play, and then they get a set. The state of Colorado got to be at a funeral right now.
Yeah, 70. I haven't seen that in football in a long time.
Yo, in a long time. When have you ever seen that though?
I think that might have been the highest. That might have been the highest score. I gotta look it up.
Look it up, Stoney.
I'll look it up right now. Yeah,
I think that's Stoney. Stoney, that gotta be
it has to be the highest.
Yeah, that has to be history.
Jacksonville had 72 against Miami. I think Dan Marino's last game. Look that up. I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
I think the highest score. I think that was like Dan Marino's last game. Jacksonville, they was winning a lot back in the days with Mark Brunell and them.
Okay. I fixed that title. I fixed that title real quick. I was looking shady, but yeah, no. But I never. I to tell you the truth, when I saw that 70, I can't remember the last time I saw those stacks. I can't remember the last time I seen a football team.
Yeah, it was low key, man. I'm telling you, it was the Jaguars beat the Dolphins. I think Jacksonville had like 72. And if I ain't mistaken, I think that was a playoff game.
No, somebody scored 72.
That was the Jaguars. I'm willing to bet on it.
I'm about to say, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, so man, that was a good week, man. Just to keep it moving. This was a good week in football. Some surprising stuff out there, surprising games. The Cowboys end up getting, I wouldn't say mollied, but they got their ass handed to them by the Arizona Cardinals. I wouldn't expect that. That was a game that I was thinking Cowboys had locked in to beat up on them. But
72. Redskins, 1966.
Woo. And then that and then you move on to I don't know about this kid Trevor Lawrence, people. I mean, that's 2 bad games in a row, and then you struggle against the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I don't doubt that was another game
at
home. That was at home. He struggled against the Houston Texans.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, man. So that was one of my that was one of the teams on the parlay that I had picked for today, and I was surprised. Like Jacksonville didn't cover the spread. I'm like, what the hell?
And a lot of people picked them on the Survivor too. They a lot of people picked them.
But Stoney, and Houston has been beating Jacksonville for the last couple years.
They got a good record.
What? I should have did my homework. You know what? You know when
record.
I realized that is when I was watching the Pats game, and one of the commentators said that, Houston's beat them in the past, whatever, had their number since like 2000
and covering against them too.
Yeah, since like 2013 or something like that. Like for a while. So They've been on them, you know. Yeah, I was surprised by that game, man, today. Even the most surprising game today of the game of the game of the day to me was this Cowboys game.
Oh, no doubt. Whew.
The Ravens. Okay, let's go down. Let me start over, guys. I apologize, people. Kind of all over the place today. We missing one of our members too, but Sean Doe. So let's start with today's NFL Week 3 review, and I guess tonight's game is going to be Steelers Raiders. We'll talk about that at the end of the review. So let's start with today's game. Hold on, let me get the scores and reviews. Hold on, guys.
Yeah,
Scores
but
and reviews.
that Jacksonville cost a lot of people eliminated. Look, Jacksonville, Dallas, they cost people. This was a weekend that eliminated a lot of people in the eliminator because you're just picking a team to win. So the most popular picks this weekend was Jacksonville at home. Of course, why not take Jacksonville? Dallas and the Ravens. The Ravens lost
Right
at home against the Colts.
But Mr. Beans, we said that we said we wouldn't be surprised because of Minshew. We thought he could.
We said that.
We
said that last week. Because I think you or Stoney mentioned that Richardson was hurt. And you said, I think Stoney said, "Oh no, he might play. And then you was like, "Oh, dude, they got the backup Minshew anyway." And I was like, "Oh yeah, Minshew. If Minshew was here with us, he'll probably." I remember saying that. Yep, you're right. And look, he went down there and did what he always do. Play when the lights, yeah, man. When the lights is on that kid, he comes out and shows out. So
did it last year with Philly? He put up a lot of numbers.
Exactly. There you go.
When Jalen Hurts got hurt.
When Jalen Hurts got hurt.
He's a serviceable quarterback. But you know what they saying now? You know what people, the consensus now is? They saying that the Jets should trade for Kirk Cousins.
But then what you do with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, what you do with Aaron Rodgers then?
Well, Aaron Rodgers, you trade Kirk Cousins has got a year left. He got a year left in his contract, so he's a rental.
But Stone, okay, so what if they win with Kirk?
Right.
Hey, we went with Kirk, and then that's it. He's going to be a free agent. He could go on his merry way, and then we'll continue with Rodgers.
You can't do that, Stone.
No, they would do that.
You can. He's going to follow the money. Kirk Cousins he's going to go where the money is. It's only going to help him.
They would do that.
It's only going to help him. If he wins with the Jets, his stock is going to go up. He could go on to another team.
Yeah, but if his stock goes up and he wins, they build some type of chemistry with Cousins. Now, do you keep Cousins or you risk it bringing Aaron back off a torn Achilles? That's
a great problem to have.
If I'm a GM, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that. And then on top of that, you still got Zach Wilson's contract. I mean, listen, the Jets have to do something. They can't keep running that garbage out.
Kirk Cousins,
I get that part. Yeah,
he's the key with him is he's a free agent after this year.
Yeah,
they're not going nowhere in Minnesota.
They might be nasty. He might come there and light it up with them.
Right, and just win and be out. That happens
a
lot. People
win and be out.
People win a champion. Look at Kawhi. That was Kawhi. Kawhi did that.
But
with
that's
Toronto.
basketball, though. That's still basketball. But
they traded for him. They traded for him. He won and he bounced.
And Kawhi wanted to go to LA. That's where he's from. He wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. Kirk Cousins might want to go somewhere else after that, but he's going to show people he can win.
So let's move down the ladder.
That's what they're saying.
Let's move down the ladder real quick on these scores, though. So the Colts took care of the Ravens 22-19. I watched the end of that game. The Colts played hard. Like you said, that Minshew, right? So we talked about that just now. Colts played hard today.
He's a good backup to win you a game or two.
He's a good backup. So and their defense looked like they wanted to smack people too. So the Colts always get that bad, that soft rap. They soft. So yeah. And to tell you the truth, I had the Titans got smacked by the Browns today, 27-3. And I had Henry to at least score one anytime touchdown. Henry couldn't get a touchdown today. That
They
must have been
stacked the line.
a serious game today.
Well, Browns got a
But
good
I kind of
defense.
forgot about what the
They
Browns
do.
have.
They
They
do.
got that kid. That
Defense
kid.
is stout.
That kid's stout, man. What's that kid's name, man? I like that kid, man.
Garrett.
Garrett. Oh man,
Wilson.
he's stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good.
they stacked the line. You know the old thing about Tennessee. You stop Derrick Henry, you beat them. That's
Yeah, and I thought,
yeah.
this dude
Yeah.
would try to make this dude. What's his name? Tannehill
Tannehill.
would try to make it
Tannehill.
interesting by trying to open up the game so they could get the dude going. But it is week 3. You know what I mean? So, but
Tannehill is what he is right now. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So
you know what I'm saying?
maybe
Stoney,
that's
we
what
talking-
that is.
He might win you one. He might not. Like,
So yeah, the big game today. We just talked about that 2 minutes ago, but I'm just give y'all that score again. Yo, they might be for real, for real. The Dolphins took care of the Broncos 70-20, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that. You know, in my lifetime of football, 70-20. Like what kind of score is that, yo?
if I'm a
It's a
Bronco
beatdown.
fan, if I'm a Bronco fan,
Riz,
like,
Stoney, you
that's the
telling
thing.
me you telling me you're not surprised about that type of score from Miami? You're not surprised?
Oh yeah, I'm surprised anybody
I'm
scored that much.
surprised, yo. Like that's a
Yeah.
statement. Is that not a statement?
Well,
T?
because you would think you would think they would pump the brakes and just run it. It looked like they was just. It looked like the
Do you
Broncos
think
gave up more
that's
than
a statement?
than the.
Not to the
the
Broncos, a
Dolphins, like,
statement
slowing
to
it
like
down.
the NFL, to the teams.
I'm not surprised that the Dolphins won. I'm surprised that they won by so much, and that's without Jalen Waddle. That's crazy.
And
Well,
he didn't
well,
play.
No, he didn't
What?
play.
Oh Lord!
If
If
Stone-
that
if I'm not mistaken,
coach is dialing it up like that, McDaniels.
think-
That's what I don't think he was. I think they was just trying to run the clock. I think the Broncos just gave up. They wasn't tackling. They wasn't doing nothing. So they was taking it to the house.
you gotta, because I tuned into that game, and every time I turned around, listen, matter of fact, I got that game. It's funny because I got that game pulled up. I mean, Russell Wilson didn't have a bad game. Yeah, he had 23 for 38, 306, and 1 touchdown. It's not a bad game.
Yeah, that's not a bad game.
You can live with that from a starting quarterback. But I'm just telling you, Miami, look at this. I mean, did they punt the ball? I don't think they even.
I doubt it.
Not
I
at
doubt
they
it.
wouldn't punt at
That was 70 points.
scoring 70 points. You ain't punting nothing.
No.
Nah,
You ain't punting. You scoring every time you got the ball.
Wow, I'm just trying
Touchdowns
to.
too.
I'm trying to look up the stats. It's
So
crazy.
I'll move on. So another game that you guys had on y'all docket that y'all thought was going to be a good one was Bills Commanders. The Bills took care of
Yeah, I
business.
lost on that one. I had the Commanders. I
was
Yeah.
with you, Stoney. I was with you.
I'm like, what happened, man? I
Yeah,
mean,
they fell asleep today, man. And I told y'all those Lions. I mentioned the Lions for that last week. I said the Lions will take care of the Falcons. The Falcons got taken care of. I did. You said you liked the Ritter, but something about the Lions. They're another team that's looking for respect out there. The Lions is. The Packers end up coming back to beat the Saints, guys. What happened there?
Derek Carr got hurt.
Yeah, but when he got hurt, when he left the game, they were up 17-0.
Yeah, they was.
So then the defense dropped the ball then, right?
Yeah, and
You can't be up 17-zip and then
Jameis, he's garbage.
Jameson, he's still there?
Yeah, he's the backup.
Still there. He's
and he looked like trash.
He is what he is, man.
He is what he is. I mean, they had a chance to kind of seal the game, and he came up short. He didn't get that first down. They was driving a couple of times, and it ain't his fault. The field goal kicker missed the field goal. He missed. He shanked it, so it wasn't totally his fault. I take that back a little bit. So he did drive him enough to kick a field goal, and the kicker just missed it. It went wide right.
And then
they would have went up with less than 50 seconds left. So so the kicker's to blame for that loss. But James, he's all right. He's not what I thought he would be at some point. You know,
Ain't no Gardner Minshew as a backup. Put it that way.
exactly.
I know a lot of
But
teams
back
wish
to that.
I wish they had Gardner Minshew right now. Go ahead.
Back to that Dolphin game, 1 second. The
Mhm.
backup to Raheem Mozart had 18 carries for 200 yards.
Yeah,
The backup.
The backup running back.
And somebody had
Mr.
him on the bench
Mr.
as a
Bean.
fantasy player.
Mr. Beast, they rushed for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Woo!
That got to be a record. That got to be a record right there.
Yeah, it
That's
has
the
to be.
record. So 300 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns.
5 rushing. The backup had 3.
Yeah, both of them together.
Both of them together had 5. Mozart had 3.
Damn.
And then the other backup running back had 200 yards rushing.
Damn.
The kid averaged 11 yards a carry.
That's
Oh,
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
so that's disrespect. They was just
that goes to
gassing him.
show you they was just trying to run
Yeah.
the ball, but the Broncos just gave up.
Couldn't stop them. Yeah, they could.
obviously
Because
they were
if you
just trying
can't
to milk
talk,
the clock.
if you're running the
It's
ball,
something,
and you
it's
can't.
something, it's something, it's something going on in that locker room over there right now. It's
Yeah.
got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be. So
And it might be Russell Wilson. It might be Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
It might
that
be a
team
wrap
just
for him.
quit. I never seen a team just quit like that. I've never seen that.
And it might be a wrap for him because Sean Payne, and he's not playing around.
So the next game, Texans surprise. We talked about this, beat up on the Jags. Like you said, what's going on with the phenom, Trevor Lawrence? I like that kid. I think he is the phenom. But yeah, two games straight, looking kind of shady. I would like to have seen the game so I'm gonna catch some highlights of it, of course, to see how he looked. I know you probably got that down there, T. You get the local, you get that in the local.
And plus I watched the game because he's my fantasy quarterback. But these last 2 games, man, I was high on him for this year anyway.
For this year, right?
Yeah, because after they finished the way they finished last year, he had the 4 picks in the playoffs, but then he came back and won that game. I mean, I just thought that showed a lot. I was like, man, this kid, this year is gonna be it. And
right.
Man, he's struggling these last 2 games, man. He's just struggling. And their offense is decent enough for them. I mean, you got the Ridley there, you got the 2 good running backs, you got a good tight end. I just don't know. I don't know
coach,
what the deal
like,
is. Great coach, Rick.
I mean, the season's early. I guess sometimes the expectations, the pressure could get to young players.
Mm-hmm. He's still a young player.
They just need to settle down. If they settle down, you know how it is in the NFL. You get in the playoffs, man. It's wide open. But the Chargers got time still.
So the Chargers took care of the Vikings today, 28-24.
Shootout right there, your boy.
Yeah, that was a shootout.
Yeah, that was a shootout. Herbert threw for some yards today, man. Really
he was
yeah. I think
you got the. So what's the stats on that, T? Thanks for holding the stats on that.
I think if I'm mistaken, he threw for 400.
Yeah, you're right. He did 405.
Yeah, 405. I think like 3 touches. I actually have him on one of my other fantasy leagues. So
he got busy.
And that's a team right there that I just think once they get it together could be good. I just don't understand.
The coach, he caught a lot of flack today because they went for it in their own side of the field. They was trying to get that first down to just melt the clock, and Minnesota had a chance to win the game because of that mishap. The coach did. He was supposed to punt.
Oh, he's supposed to punt the ball. 4th
and 1, and on their own like 28, 30.
Oh no, you punt that. You got to punt that. You
got
to punt that and let your defense do what they supposed to do.
They lucky Minnesota threw up on themselves, man. They couldn't punch him in.
He had a hell of a game, Herbert. 40 for 47, 405, 3 touchdowns. That's a hell of a game.
Yeah, that's a good game. 400 yards. Nice.
Only 7 incompletions. You do it 47 times.
He threw it 47 times and only had 7
incompletions.
He was wilding.
He completed 40 of them.
He was wilding. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, I hate to say, come on, Mac. You see those numbers, Mac? But let's keep
No,
it
Mac
going.
ain't doing that. Not
I'm
now.
just saying. I'm
Not
just
now.
saying.
We need.
I'm just
Listen, the Pats need to like.
I'm
They
just
need to.
saying.
They need to draft
Just
better
feel me.
players.
Just feel me on that.
Acquire a better
Just feel
players,
me on that.
playmakers. They need to
Just
go to
feel me
work
on
on that department. In that department.
So yeah, people, like and subscribe on YouTube. Parlay with us, Mr. Beans, Stony Cook, Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe. We do this weekly, twice a week. Give y'all our commentates, our previews on the games, and gives y'all a little picks here and there. So yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. With that being said, remember, like and subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and share it. Yo, I was not watching, I was keeping an eye on this game. Panthers Seahawks. Seahawks was losing.
Yep.
Seahawks was losing this game. Your boy Geno Smith. What's up? Are y'all people gonna start respecting Geno? Oh no.
I mean, shout out to Geno, man. I mean, he brought his career back, and they still talk
Geno. Listen, I'm not saying the Seahawks is on some crazy tear. Don't get me wrong here. I'm just saying. Look where Geno was, yo. Geno got thrown almost out of the league, fam. Y'all can't, don't, like the young boys will say, no cap on Geno, fam. Geno was almost out.
Remember, homie in the locker room trying to knock his head off over something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't survive in New York,
but
then you know what I mean.
Shout out, hey, once again, Mr.
That's why they got rid of that's why they said Russell could take a walk.
There you go, Mr. B.
That's why they said Russell could take a walk, because they saw something in Geno Smith. They like, we could ride with this dude. He could be serviceable.
And I have to pay all that money.
Y'all
that's what it comes down to.
We talked about this. Shout out to Pete Carroll. We said that.
Pete Carroll, he's nice with his. He's nice. He knows how to maintain that winning team.
Yeah, he's slowly building that team back up to the same formula as when he won the Super Bowl. He's running the ball, and he has a decent quarterback, and that defense is starting to get. That's Pete Carroll's MO.
And what's their D? I wonder if he's still out. Adams, Adams
didn't play. He's supposed to be back. He's supposed to be back next week.
Yeah, that was a good pickup, man. Unfortunately, he got hurt, but that was a good pickup. That was a huge pickup. That's what we need to do. We need to identify those players, those playmakers, whether it's defense or offense, and build off of that. That's what Pete Carroll does. He knows how to build his team and maintain a winning team, man.
So yeah,
think about this too, Stoney.
Uh-huh.
They still got Denver's 2 first-round draft picks for that trade.
You're right. Oh, they're nice. They're in good position right now.
In good position,
and they knew Russell was slipping a little bit. They knew it, man. It's like
they knew it.
Russell wanted that money,
right?
Yeah, but
he got it, but was it worth it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah,
I don't think so.
I don't think. And I wanted to give Russell a chance in Denver. I thought Russell would go to Denver and do something different, but it's not working out. It doesn't seem to be working out, because this is year 2 not working out, right?
If you think about that,
second coach, year 2, second coach.
Last year there was a lot of they got hit with a lot of injuries last year.
True.
They lost their running back. I think they lost.
I didn't even watch this game, but I'm gonna end our weekly NFL Week 3 review. Obviously, but before I ended, the Giants obviously lost to the 49ers because we were out before that game was ended on Thursday evening, right? So that final on Thursday evening game that just recently passed, that was on Amazon. The Giants lost 30-12 to the 49ers. The 49ers looked pretty decent in that game. So the last game that I'll talk about that happened before tonight's game, which is Raiders Steelers, that's probably going on right about now or about to start shortly. Yep, about to start shortly. 20 minutes or so. Yeah. So what's going on? Obviously the Chiefs are the Chiefs. The Chiefs is tooling back up. to be dangerous again. They tooling back.
I took them on my survivor, by the way.
Right, good. They tooling up because if the Chiefs are still scoring 40-something points, right? So they tooling up with the receivers that they're developing now. They don't have the Tyreek Hills and the Juju Smiths and the people that they had in the past. And Pacheco, looked good today, running the ball. They receivers, he was dipping that thing out to almost all those, the whole straight across the starting cast or the cast crew. Mahomes was dipping that ball out to everybody. Kelsey was looking like Kelsey. It was just all over the place. But my point is on talking about this game, guys, is how long and how much, how long Chicago's going to be garbage.
Oh man, you took the
who
words out.
knows?
That shit right.
I'm just serious though. I'm just asking a question. If anybody in the chat want to respond to that, anybody watching, answer that. How long? I mean, you saying it's hard to answer that, but why? If you want to say why, okay. Maybe the question is why?
Personnel.
Why are they always so? Why are they so horrible?
Personnel and coaching.
They that say it right though, Mr. Beans. That shit is hot garbage.
Personnel and coaching.
Mess,
personnel and coaching. First of all, they shouldn't have drafted. They shouldn't have drafted Fields. I don't think that was a good pick for them.
But
they was better off taking.
You're
Mac.
saying that. You're
they
saying
took Mac Jones.
You're saying
matter
that.
I'll go on the limb and say I think is better for our offense and Mac's better for their offense. That's what it looks like.
Possibly, but bro, he's not. They're not. Yeah. They don't know how to utilize him and his skills.
They're getting scored on though. So that means their defense hasn't been. Their defense ain't good either. Yeah,
they're getting scored on, but I think the offense, the leader, the culture, that it starts there. I think their defense could be good at times. I just think the offense is not giving them anything to work with. I mean, if your offense is giving you a chance, the defense is gonna build off of that. They're gonna really perform off that. But if you're offensively, if you're 3 and out every possession, turning the ball like today, they turned the ball over twice in their own side of the field, twice back to back. That's where a lot of those points came from. It was an interception, a fumble. Offensively, they gotta do better than that to help their defense. It's unexplainable. I don't know what they're going. They got to move on. Justin Fields, they got to move on from him. They might have to.
And I like that kid. I'm not going to say because I wanted the Patriots to take him.
But do y'all think it's development? Do y'all think it's player development?
You mean?
Yeah, like coaching.
Of course, I think the coaching. Yeah. I think so. Sometimes
what I mean? The quarterback coach. Do he have the right quarterback coach? Do he have the right offensive coordinator for his skill set?
Or should he be on the bench for a year and learn?
That's what we spoke about this.
Sometimes you got to do that.
2 days ago,
a couple people out there like that.
We spoke about this on Thursday evening, guys. Thursday night, we spoke about this about developing players, especially these young
let them learn.
quarterbacks coming into the league. Right.
Look,
so
look.
Sometimes I said
he had to learn. Mahomes was on the bench for a while behind Alex Smith.
So I'm saying not every quarterback's gonna come out and be ready to go. They got lucky with Jalen Hurts. Don't you think the Eagles got lucky with Jalen Hurts?
Something like that.
No, I'm not saying he's perennial.
He got played.
Saying out the gate though, they put him to start though.
No, he didn't start.
No, he didn't. He didn't start right away. No,
he didn't start.
Wentz was still there.
Who was
Wentz was still there. Wentz. He was behind Wentz.
That's right. For one season.
Still there.
For 1 season. You're right.
1 season.
I'm wrong. My correction, guys.
I think
Carson Wentz was there for 1 season before he took over.
Before they let him go. Yeah, they let him go the following year.
That's true. You're right. So you're right. Then you're right. Then these guys do have to sit back for 1 or so and get used to the.
They got to get back to that. They got to get back.
They have. I don't know. Like I said, Chicago. To me, that's like a bad product all the way around, bro. Like that's just a horrible product, yo. When I see, that's crazy.
And all
Carolina is putting up better like than that, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
in all sports, though, Mr. Bean, basketball as well. They're bad over there right now. That's you know what I'm saying? Like they are bad in all sports.
I don't get it.
These youngins, they're not doing it like they used to, man. Let these youngins develop.
Right.
Let them develop. Let them learn. Because you take their confidence away, sometimes they can never get it back.
True.
I think the last quarterback to get in there and start and do well, I think, was Roethlisberger. I think that was a year.
Oh yeah, he got busy. He went 15-1 that year, and then who beat him?
Yeah, in the playoffs. In the playoffs, we beat him in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was a rookie.
Yep.
But look, but he turned out good. He ended up winning what, 2?
Yep.
That's a good quarterback, by the way. Let me tell you, just real quick. I liked him. I like Roethlisberger. He was a winner. He was a winner.
Yeah, he was good. He was a good
quarterback.
He knew how to win.
He willed his way.
He knew how to play the ball.
I watched some games with him, man. He willed his way, man. Look, real quick. To me, the biggest play that I seen him make is when Jerome Bettis fumbled against the Colts. He fumbled, and Roethlisberger made a shoestring tackle. If he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, it would have been a wrap, and the Steelers would have never won that year. They would have never won the Super Bowl that year. When I say shoestring, remember T?
Yeah, I remember.
Dude from the Colts was about to run it back.
Mm-hmm.
Roethlisberger didn't give up on that play. Shoestring caught him. Boom.
He had a damn good receiving core. Remember, he had young AB over there too at that time.
Woo! Remember when
Santonio Holmes?
Santonio Holmes,
Mr. Keep the toe in the end zone and bound.
Yeah, AB went crazy.
Yo, listen. I remember in one of those. I think it was one of those playoffs, man. I think it was an AFC champion, AF playoff or something. And I was at my cousin's house one time. My cousin Dex, we was watching this game, and this is when AB was going off. And do y'all remember when AB was catching the touchdowns on the Patriots, and then he'll start whining on niggas? You don't remember that?
No, he was a wild dude. He was a wild.
Tell me you don't remember when he used to start whining. You don't remember? He used to start whining on them in the end zone. And Dex used to be like, that's embarrassing. This dude's literally like gyrating on them in the end zone. AB was nasty. I'm talking about his early. I'm talking about early, not the late AB. I'm talking about the early.
Look, for his height.
Mr. B.
For his height.
When he had the Nino Brown haircut, right? He had the Nino Brown joint.
When he looked like Nino Brown, too.
When he looked like Nino Brown.
That's the Nino Brown cut.
He was nasty. I think it was I ain't gonna lie. What's his name? It was it had to been Collinsworth or them. They was commentating the game, and they said, why was he something about he's doing a sexual dance in the end?
He was wilding, man.
He was doing it to the Patriots on every time he caught the ball. He started whining on the Patriots, and people was like, why was he doing it? And he was like, he's just giving it to y'all. AB was nasty.
He was good, man. He caught everything. He was catching everything. He was fast.
If he didn't lose his damn mind,
yeah, man. But
that's I remember that hit, though. I remember that hit.
Oh, that hit with
I think that's what did it to him. I think that hit.
That was a dirty hit.
Yeah,
Perfect was he was taking a lot of people out.
He was hitting a lot of people out though. He was good for that. He was a dirty
player.
Is he out the league or?
He's out the league.
He's out the league now.
Yeah.
And that right there, that playoffs, that was the year Denver won the Super Bowl. Because remember, Pittsburgh was going to beat them. Remember the running back fumbled Stoney. And that's how Denver ended up going to get the go-ahead touchdown. But Pittsburgh was driving with the lead.
Yes, yeah.
And that was without AB.
Yeah, without AB.
They almost beat Denver. And Denver Patriots, we should have beat them in that playoff game. We had no man. We had to pick Stephen Jones up off the street. We have no running back.
Let me tell you, one team that always gave us problems until this day, I don't think it's Denver. Denver, we can't win in Denver.
Oh no,
we can't win in Denver.
when we go
I don't think we ever
high
won
for
there.
some reason, we can't win in the Mile High, yo.
We can't win, man. Denver always gave us problems,
and that's thing. So, okay, guys, where we up at next? Okay, so it's Sunday night football, man. It's a Sunday night game, and it's a good game. Raiders against Pitt. Reason why I say it's a good game, I think it's somewhat of an AFC rival. Somewhat of a rival. I don't know how big.
Old school rivalry.
Old school AF. What do they call that? AFA? AF?
No, AFC.
No. The old school league before they.
Oh,
merged.
you're talking about the
AFL. AFL.
The AFL, yeah.
Yep. So I think two old school AFL teams, that merged. When they merged and they created the NFL and the with both the AFC and the NFC. So that was both two old school teams, the Raiders and Pittsburgh Steelers. They going at it. I think they're playing in Las Vegas tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Raiders tonight, by the way.
So you're taking the Raiders because Kenny Pickett is Mr. Pickett. So
yeah, he's Mr. Pickett.
He's Mr. Pickett, yo. I'm trying to tell you, you guys were saying Pickett might be able to do something. Nah, from what I saw last year and end of last year to now, no, they're gonna need another quarterback soon. If he don't straighten it out, he has the size, but I think it's the tangibles that Pickett don't have. That's why he's keep getting picked. But so that's the Sunday night game. You got the Raiders on Sunday night. You got the Raiders.
Yeah,
tonight,
I'm taking them on the money line. I mean, right now I think it's DraftKings got them minus. I think they're like two. Let me see. Oh yeah, the Raiders are -3.
Okay.
I'm gonna take them on the money line though, just to straight up win.
Okay.
The odds is that it's like -40, 148. You know, $148 to get you 100, but I won't be against taking a -3. I wouldn't be against that. I think they're gonna play well at home. Garoppolo is definitely a difference maker for that team. I mean, even in the losses, they've been balling. The Raiders been balling.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
I think
can't score.
Jacoby Myers is back as well.
Yep. He didn't play last week.
No, he didn't play last week.
He was out, and Jacobs, he's due for a good game. He messed up. He fucked up last week. He fucked up my fantasy too because that's my starting running back. So he needs to make that up, and he needs to get busy tonight because I need him to come through. But I'm not. You could take the -3, so you could get -110. You get more for your buck, you know. But I'm gonna take him on the money line. But I would also take him -3 as well.
We didn't mention him, but he had a better game. He actually needed. Deshaun Watson actually played good today, so he actually needed that, man.
Yeah, he needed that.
What did I tell y'all last week?
And all that money he's getting.
What did I tell y'all last week? I said give the kid a chance. The kid needs to get in a rhythm. He needs to get in now. So he know it's on him because Chubby Chubb is not there. So it's on him. He has to perform now. And yes, the pressure is on him. They gave him all that money. So yeah, I don't think the kid's gonna fail. I think Cleveland's gonna end up for some reason, they're gonna end up putting it together.
I think they're a playoff team on the low. Wild card.
They a wild card.
Yeah,
they you know, they if they stay the course and don't drop off, you know, have any kind of mishaps, Cleveland should make some noise out there. You know what I mean? Truthfully. So I like I said last week, I wasn't out on Deshaun Watson. I said that to y'all. I said that last week. I said the kid still looks like he has a strong arm. He just got to get the tangibles together. And there you go. You know what I mean? So what else we got? Okay, do we got any picks, man, for tomorrow? We have 2 games tomorrow. Let me take
my best bet tomorrow, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's your best bet tomorrow. So that's your best bet for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay versus the Eagles. Wow. So you got Tampa Bay against what's the spread on that?
+5. I got
Whoa.
Tampa Bay +5.
Okay. All right.
okay. You know that's where I'm at, but
yeah, T, you in Tampa, man. Tell them you're in the Bay, right? You're in the Bay area of Tampa right now. So tell them what it is, man. How you feel about that? That is not your hometown team, but that's where you live team. So how you feel about that?
But they playing in Philly, right?
Yeah, and that's
they playing in they look like they playing in Tampa, aren't they?
Yeah, it's in Tampa. I actually got tickets. I got tickets to that game.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're going to that. You're going to that tomorrow then.
Yeah, I don't know,
it.
baby. Y'all know it's tough to go to games down here in that heat, man. It's rough. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Night game. It is a night game, so yeah, I might.
And I'm taking Cincinnati tomorrow.
I would take Cincinnati tomorrow.
But be careful with that. You gotta make sure Burrow's playing.
Yeah, we gotta make sure Burrow, but he's gonna play. They can't go 0-3.
How would you know if Burrow's playing or not? Let's see.
It doesn't sound like he won't play, because if he wasn't playing, I think they would announce it already.
In doubt as winless Bengals tried to get back on track against the Rams. So they say his status is in doubt. They're not really sure if he will play tomorrow.
He'll play. But I ain't gonna put that bet in until
I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen.
Yeah, right, T. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make sure.
I don't want to rush that kid. Y'all know that's my pick for the AFC Championship and to go to the Super Bowl. But they need to be very careful on Burrow.
He just got that bag. You got a baby that injury with him, man.
They got a baby.
We all know. Mr. Beans, them muscle pulls, they just linger, man. They never go away.
Oh
yeah,
no, you know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, in a calf, trust me, I know. When if you got a sore calf, man, I don't care. When you walk, it's gingerly, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You know that, T. You know how that is. A calf muscle. Oh boy, man. Yeah. So I could imagine how he feel. I know he gets the therapy. You know, he gets the.
He's getting that good therapy, and he goes to bed with a nice little wrap and a little pad.
All that. They probably put him in a hyper
stimulate that muscle
chambers, get his blood flowing good and all that muscle thing. So he'll be good. But if if I was him and I was his, his handler or his person that his family, his people. Yo, if you ain't 100 or even at 90, don't go out there. You could risk the rest of the season if something happened with the calf muscle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. You just got that bag. We need you for the long run.
Yeah. Because what if just think about, I hate to say, but just think about the way Aaron Rodgers got tackled. And that was just
that was unfortunate,
right? So if you're putting pressure, you trying to come out of a spin out of a sack or sprint out of a sack, and you pivot the wrong way or you come off the wrong way next to me, you really aggravate that calf muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say if I was the Bengals. Yes, they wanna get back up to 500. That's the thing. Are they 0-2?
Yeah. They haven't won yet.
So they haven't. So I could see the desperation in the Bengals. I see why they want to run Burrow, because they 0-2. They're like in the same situation where the Pats was in today, where it was do or die. So you're right, Stoney. He's playing tomorrow.
Well, look at the games they got coming up after the Rams. They got at Tennessee. That's gonna be tough. At the Cardinals. Anytime you're on the road, you can't downplay being on the road. It's like it's a different dynamic.
Look, and
then they go to Seattle. And then Seattle at home.
Low key, the Cardinals ain't that bad.
They didn't look bad
They're
today.
not that bad.
Yeah,
They didn't look bad today. But all that shit, everybody been talking about the Cardinals, this, that. Cardinals look
They got
pretty
some
good
tough
today
matchups coming up.
against Dak. Come on, man. Everybody, Cowboys Super Bowl. Cowboys Super Bowl, but Dak got smacked up today.
And I'm taking the
By-
Patriots to win
by-
next week.
Without homeboy.
Riz, I'm riding with you, Stoney. I'm down
about
with
to
you,
do
Stoney.
What's that?
It's a good spot. I'm taking the Patriots next week to win, man.
I'm with you.
It's
Whoa.
a good spot. It's a good spot. You got a Dallas team that's flying back, right? They flying back. It's not that far, but they flying back from a loss. You got a team that's feeling themselves right now. Formidable defense. I think that defense could hold them down a little bit. Mac Jones, we're gonna be in good weather. So I feel like the weather today played a little factor, not much, but it played a little factor.
I think the weather played a little factor in.
I like the Patriots in that spot next week.
Yeah,
I like them in that spot next week. I like them. I would definitely gamble on that. I'm definitely gonna put money on them on the money line to win it.
If they beat Dallas, I think they can go on a little bit of a run. I ain't saying 8 or 9 games. I'm saying 3, maybe 3
nice
game
run.
win streak. Yeah,
nice run.
They can go on a nice run.
Because we got to think wild card. I mean, not for nothing, but we got to think wild card. Because I think
I'm trying to roll.
What's gonna be a good game next week too. I think next week is gonna be the Bills and Dolphins next week.
Nice game.
That is gonna be a good one.
Nice game.
We're gonna
we will talk. Oh, we got a surprise for you guys on Thursday night, 7:30. We'll keep it that way. Me and Stoney has a surprise for the team. You guys will see on nothing major, but y'all will see the surprise on Thursday night, 7:30.
Right.
When we
Dolphins at Bills next week at 1.
Dolphins at Bills at 1. Okay.
Woo!
So yeah.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's a good game.
But we got we got a nice little surprise, nice little different scenery.
Different scenery for you guys.
little
something. So yeah, Thursday night, but so we did drop our picks for tomorrow. You got I'm gonna
Tampa Bay.
To tell you the truth, I'm
Cincinnati if Burrow plays.
If Burrow plays, I'm not on my FanDuel right now, but if Burrow plays, I'm taking Cincinnati. There's no way they're gonna lose.
Tampa Bay +5.
And then he has Tampa Bay +5. I must probably stay away from the Tampa Bay game. But I will jump on that Cincinnati. I will take the Cincinnati to
I'm gonna go the opposite, man. I think the Rams beat the Bengals with Burrow there. I just think I was impressed with what Stafford did against that 49er defense last week.
Though 49ers and Rams have this kind of history with each other. They play good against each other. They play well against each other. That's like a little rivalry between them two. So I understand what you're saying, but now, like Stoney said, they're now traveling out Mid-East, Midwest, whatever you want to call, however you want to call Cincinnati, Ohio. But they got to travel out there from coming from the LA area and play next week Sunday. So tomorrow. So they're there out there obviously in Ohio already. So I think if Burrow has any health in it, I think the game might be in his favor tomorrow, to tell you the truth.
I love the Bengals in the spot.
Think about it. The stadium's gonna come out. We're all in the stadium. They're gonna give them some backup. With the stadium, they're gonna get that help. They're gonna get that fan chair. Those receivers are healthy. They got good. It's just for Burrow to play healthy, bro, and then to run the ball.
I think the Rams with them surprising receivers they have, and that running back is a surprise as well. And Burrow, that legs.
Who's the surprising receiver for the Rams?
Sorry about. They got Tutu Atwell and the Hawaiian kid. They're putting them great numbers.
Yeah, he's putting great numbers. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they're putting them great numbers, and then the running back, he's been killing too. But I'm telling you, man, that leg for Burrow's fucked up, and they're not telling us something. I'm telling you right now, there's no
I feel
way
the same way.
that leg is fucked up.
I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I just hope they don't run that man out there and fuck up his season. I just really don't.
Right.
and what's going on with the Rams receiver? The number 1 receiver.
Cup.
Yeah, he got a little injury, but he's got 2 hamstring injuries. I don't see him coming back. He might come back this year late, but when you got two hamstrings, that's bad, boy.
Yeah, that's bad, man. But that's how much they've been running them, you know. I mean, he's been getting busy. That's what happens, man. He's been getting busy. But you have to ask this question: what are these guys doing in the off season? You know, what type of training, what type of regiment they on? You know, I know I understand these injuries and stuff like that, but you gotta wonder, man, what they do in the off season. You know, they get in there.
And that sometimes it's diet too, though. You know.
Yeah, man. But
everything's in place with it. Everything.
You gotta take care of your body. You know what you're doing in the off season.
Remember, them dudes are making cuts at the drop of the dime and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's how you took the words out of my mouth, Mr. B. Cooper Kupp was auto stopping. I mean, he was Edelman on steroids.
Yeah, Edelman on steroids. Right. Explosive cuts, comebacks, all that stuff. Like this dude was running routes like a maniac. So yeah,
let's say what it was. He was like the number 1 receiver in the league when he was at the top of his game.
Exactly.
He was.
Sure enough was.
He was.
He was.
He was the man. He was the man. Definitely the year they won it, he was getting busy.
Oh yeah, definitely that. Definitely. You know, last year was Chase. Chase was looking good last year. I'm trying to tell y'all that kid.
Yeah. Last year was Chase.
Last year was Chase, man.
Jamal Chase. Tyreek. It's Tyreek by far.
Oh, it's Tyreek.
Look, Tyreek.
I was trying to get him on my fantasy, but somebody
Tyreek
grabbed him.
by far this year, man. And I don't know what juice he's taking. I don't know what kind of juice that dude is drinking, but they cannot slow that man down.
I know, but look what Miami did. They paid
might
the
have
money,
to,
right? They paid the money, right? It's paying off.
Somebody might have to shiv him on the route. Like as soon as he get on the route, they have to slow him down real quick.
I watched that game today, dog, and it was bonkers. He caught a straight fly. The safety had the angle. He just blew right by the safety. He just blew right by him. Like the safety, there's no reason he shouldn't have caught him, but the dude is just too fast, man.
He's too fast.
He's too fast.
Shout out, cheater.
Shout out to the Patriots because 24 points. It's not bad to hold that offense to 24 points, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That they putting up numbers like they do. Like they did today?
They were fully healthy when we played them.
Exactly.
You know
yeah, they had everybody.
Because our defense plays, we have a style of defense. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a style of defense where we have protection, you know.
Yeah, they just
nobody's getting burnt.
Fly over the field.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to. They may get by that first
wave,
level,
that first line, yeah.
But that second level is gonna be there to clean things up, you know.
Yeah, they stay.
When they're not scoring 70 on us.
Right.
I don't care where we at. What you know, it's just not gonna happen.
That locker room in Denver, it's in shambles right now. I'm telling you, that locker room is upside down.
Oh, it's huge. And I'm telling you, look, Sean Payne is not. I'm telling you, he's not playing around. I think somebody's getting fired on Monday.
I wouldn't doubt it. With those type of numbers, I would not doubt it.
Somebody's getting fired.
You're right. So you guys if you guys on YouTube, Facebook, you guys got any comments? Shout out the comments. We all for comments. Oh, Faceless Demo was there. I didn't even see Faceless Demo. My fault, man. Let me see how long you sent that in there.
You changed all of its field surfaces.
That's cool.
Natural.
I
agree to natural grass.
Right.
That's dope. They have to.
Right.
That turf has been a problem. I thought they got rid of turf. I didn't think turf existed anymore.
No, they still run turf.
Still there,
man. They still there, man.
Yo, that's a problem. That's a prime example of what turf does. Because grass, he would have slid. He would have ripped the grass out.
Right.
You get it?
Right. Natural grass. You would have.
Yeah, natural grass. You're ripping it out. You're not. Your foot is not going to stay stuck in the turf because the turf, you ain't ripping nothing.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, you know,
they've
been new, but they've been.
That's what happened.
But they've been new. What's up, Faceless Demo? Nice to see you on here, man. It's it's been a while since we've seen you, but nice to see you on here. But turf has always been tearing dudes' knees out. That's why a lot of teams went with if you notice this, I don't know how many stadiums in the league still run with turf or synthetic turf. I see a lot of games, like even today in the Arizona game, you saw that field was torn up. That's natural grass, right?
And that's the downside of natural grass. The field gets torn up.
The field gets torn up, but
what it is that the owners don't want to pay the money to redo that field
to redo. There you go. They don't want
exactly what it is
because they have to hire literally professionals to come in, and they lay in sod every week. They have to replace that grass. You see what I'm saying?
Not only that, think about it, Mr. B. You gotta have a sprinkler system and everything for that.
Everything.
Grass.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's worth it though. If you're gonna prolong your player's career.
Some landscape company is getting a bag.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah! Definitely.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell
definitely.
Yeah! Oh hell yeah!
But they got to consider that because I mean, weigh the options. You're gonna lose your premier.
That is true. You're right. You're right. There's a big push to convert to grass now that World Cup is coming to these stadiums. Yeah. Because these soccer players are not playing on turf. That's for sure. You're totally right, Faceless Demo. These soccer players are not coming to the United States during the leg of the World Cup and playing in stadiums throughout America that has turf. That ain't gonna happen. So you're right. And I think when's the World Cup coming? The next few years, the next couple of years, a year or two.
Years.
So yeah, they'll be
in Gillette
because I think they're coming to Gillette for a couple of games. I don't know the few teams. They're coming to Gillette.
Gillette, Dallas,
LA. Down south, LA. I think Atlanta's one of them.
Atlanta's one of them.
I think New York will be one of them. Yep, I think Canada.
Yeah, MetLife's getting it.
Yep, MetLife's getting it.
And Mexico.
Okay. Carlos says Goodell was in the first was in first take. He said he was meeting with FIBA. Yeah, of course he's meeting with FIBA, like because that revenue alone, man. Bro, listen, Carlos, the soccer revenue in United States, if they could hone it, there's so many, let's say, foreign people in this country who love football, from all different type of national. I'm talking about European foreign, from West Indian foreign, from Spanish foreign, from English, European, Canadian, a lot of Indian, a lot of these people, African, they all love soccer. So when you bring soccer to the world stage, and let's say it'll be a plus. What I'm trying to say, it'll be a plus for the NFL owners to be involved with the FIBA World Cup because that revenue is going to come through based on the regions. So imagine having a few games here, a few qualifying games here in Foxborough, and they bring Brazil and Argentina or whoever, right? They bring these top teams that's gonna whoever ends up in the bracket, and those are some top that's filling this stadium and concessions and the whole thing. Like, if you watch soccer overseas, especially in UK and them places, look into the stadiums. They look like there's not even a chair available.
You're right.
Right.
And it also brings, like, if I'm not mistaken, Kraft owns Gillette Stadium, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. So
that's the stadium Bledsoe built. Bledsoe built Gillette.
A lot of owners that don't own their stadiums, but I'm saying is that brings in more revenue, so Kraft can go out and pay more money to get more players. You see what I'm saying?
True. But it's still to fill their pockets too. That's revenue like crazy. That's
Yeah.
that's besides football, right? That's making money besides the NFL. That's like when most of these, when you hear of what's this girl's name? The big pop star that just was here, and
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. When you got the big concerts coming to, Foxborough and Fenway and TD Bank. Remember, that's revenue besides the sport.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
That's entertainment
Ab-
revenue.
So the
And that's
Jacobs own TD. The Jacobs, the owners of the Bruins, they own TD Garden.
Mm-hmm. And the Bills.
and
No,
that,
No,
not
no,
the Bills.
I'm just saying like here, like TD Garden,
Yeah, they
the
own
Jacobs
other
own that.
teams too. Yeah, they own some
Kraft,
teams.
he owns Gillette,
Yeah.
but Bledsoe helped make that happen.
Oh yeah, because we
and
end up being
Brady
contenders.
upgraded it. Brady upgraded it. That's why
Yeah.
he was at the lighthouse ringing that bell.
Yeah.
Brady upgraded
They own it, and
everything.
to tell you the truth, they upgraded the
Brady,
stadium.
Brady made that shit into a mansion.
Exactly.
He did more than,
Right. All those upgrades, it was Brady. Bledsoe built it. Brady like upgraded it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I like, if you look at teams like the transition in the basketball, Golden State, like that owner owns that stadium. That's why you never hear about him stressing about money to pay those guys. Like he paid Draymond his money. He always, that's a team that always go over the luxury tax, because you know what, they win, and he don't
Yep.
care about giving the bag, because he knows he makes it up. All you guys say, okay, I need to pay whatever. Let me just throw 2 Taylor Swift concerts. I'll make the money back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, quick.
You know what I'm saying? Like those owners are real smart. Like that's where you make your money in. Outside of your sports teams, it's your concerts and shit that you bring into that
Concerts, events.
if you own that stadium. If you own
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you own it. Like
Mm-hmm.
dude from New York, he owns that stadium. James Dolan.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Owns
yeah.
that stadium and he
MSG.
owns
MSG.
Yep.
What?
MSG. And that's a gold mine.
That's a gold mine. The
Well,
Knicks
team
could
that
suck
hasn't won since the
forever.
70s.
Yo, the
they
Knicks
said
could
forever.
listen. The Knicks could suck forever. MSG will still be number one.
Number one, always. They
Yep.
fanatics over there. And I think they get a thrill out of
If
that.
you're in New York, you're gonna want to go to MSG to see a Knicks lose. That's how
Got to.
you get what I'm saying. That's how much of a nostalgia the MSG is. They would never. People always say, would they ever tear down MSG?
Hell no,
It's
they
old.
Nah,
can't.
they can't. They can't do that.
Like they'll never tear down Fenway Park. I don't think they'll ever tear that down.
You never tear away. There's certain stadiums, and you might redo it, like Stoney said, renovate the joint, but you'll never tear it down.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not tearing that down.
MSG ain't going nowhere, bro. But yo, thanks guys for coming in the chat, man, and asking some questions, man. And basically communicating with us, and throwing some feedback on some of the conversations and some of the topics that we're talking about. This is, it's well warranted. It's well needed. We love people to come in the chat to help us keep the volume going. So before we dip out tonight, it was a good show. We do miss Sean Doe tonight. Sean would have bring in here. Would have do
He'll
some
be
pop.
back.
He'll be back
Thursday.
Just so you know, Sean, I didn't do good today on my player props. It was horrible. I don't even want to go over it. And yeah, it was horrible. And I did a 14 parlay. KC and matter of fact, KC in my 14 parlay was the only one that took care of. Everybody else was chips with they spread in the parlay. I took a whole spread parlay with a couple of teams, and they didn't do too good. I think it was like I just said, it was KC that did the best on my thing. But with
And
that
I'm
being
on two.
said,
I'm on 2 to start. I mean, I got Tampa Bay best bet open still for tomorrow. I lost with the Giants, the under 21.5 first half, and then Washington.
Okay, that's right. You did have those. You did have that. I don't
But
think
I got
had
Tampa
any.
Bay tomorrow as my best bet. So everything you lost, just throw it into that. You'll make that. You'll make that back.
On the Tampa Bay bet tomorrow. So yeah, y'all heard Stoney. He said, "Yo, best
Tampa
bet.
Bay
Tampa Bay is his best bet
5.
for
Take
tomorrow.
that plus 5. Plus
Take
5.
that +5 on that Tampa Bay.
Plus 5.
So, right. With that being said, do you guys have any? I kind of put it in abbreviated AFS. That means agenda free segment. Do y'all have anything on it? Anything that's agenda free that you guys want to talk about or get off your chest type things? Like I would say, get it off your chest. Any situation?
I got something.
Yeah, drop
I got
it.
something. It's gonna be short because we're up against it. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
we're
short.
up against it. Go ahead.
I just got the news. We're gonna send prayers to Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. He's fighting for his life right now.
Whoa.
He's in a hospital, critical health issues. My prayers go out to him and his family.
Oh wow. Didn't know that.
That's it for me. That's it for me right there.
That's man. That's real. That sums it up. I didn't even know that was a situation, man. Wow. Let me see. Oh yeah, Faceless Demo say, oh damn, yeah, Faceless. That's crazy, but
Crazy Bone.
Wow. Like you said, prayers go out to him and his family. Hopefully he could pull through. I don't know the severity. I'll look it up. But yeah, blessings to him and peace, peace and blessings to him and his family. I don't have anything. Oh, I only have one thing on my agenda. I think you guys kind of brought it up a couple. I think it was you, Stoney. You brought this up before, but it's getting hot. No. Yeah, it is getting hot. Because I don't care for this person too much on this little, and it's just these people are, what do you call those? These people are celebrities, whatever. So I really don't care for celebrities like that. But y'all see the beef between T.O. and
yeah,
that
I remember watching First Take when T.O. said that to Stephen A.
Yeah.
The T.O.'s a punk though. I don't mess with T.O.
Yeah, well, whatever. No. To tell you the truth,
I don't mess with him.
I will mess with T.O. You know why I'm gonna say I ride with T.O. Now you can say nah.
He's a prima donna. He's
I
about himself.
I don't care for all of that. Listen.
You got to because he's not real.
Let him be who he want to be. But I'm gonna tell you who's a fake ass dude. It's Stephen A. And if anybody likes Stephen A. with his loud ass mouth, I feel sorry for you. That dude's fake. I'm gonna tell you, he's a fake dude.
Yeah, he's about himself too. He's himself.
A fake ass brother.
But I could tolerate him more than T.O.
That is not no clickbait. That's not clickbait, bro.
I could tolerate him more than I can tolerate T.O.
I can't tolerate that nigga if you freaking put him in front of me. I don't care. That dude is horrible for us. He treat black people. He talk about players like shit, and then when they check him, he step back. Or when he's on his platform, he wants to get loud and act like he's a junkyard dog. Yo, that dude's a herb.
He's going there.
No, I could tolerate. Look, you're right about Stephen A.
Tolerate T.O.
I could tolerate Stephen A. more than T.O.
Tolerate Stephen A. who likes to trash brothers.
Yo, did you see the antics? Did you see the antics with T.O.?
What T.O. done? That's his own personal life. I'm talking about trashing T.O. You never heard T.O. come and trash nobody on TV?
Oh, he was trashing people. He was trashing his quarterback.
There you go. He did. Donovan McNabb. I don't like.
Oh yeah, Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb. Quarterback. Yeah, he was on TV, airing out his offensive coordinator.
Okay,
on TV.
He didn't like Donovan McNabb. Okay, he didn't like Donovan McNabb.
And his offensive coordinator. You didn't see that?
This dude, Stephen A.
famous.
Everybody wants to bubble. Everybody wants to bubble Stephen A. Bro, tell me not everybody don't want to bubble.
No. Look, I don't. I think Stephen A. is too much. I agree with you, Beans. I agree with you. He's another one. He's on my list too. But if I had to put,
Stephen Jack was the other day said he was like, "Yo,
T.O.'s one. He's probably number two."
Jack was like, "Yo, that dude said something about me one day." He was like, "Yo," I was like, "Yo," but I had to kind of like. You know what I mean?
Yo, because
like,
you know what it is? He's too much on himself. Look at the other day. He threw the first pitch and he like the pitch came up short and it was like a big deal. Like, yo, like you're right. Stephen A, he's too much on himself. Like he's too much on himself. That's why I was upset
I don't
when
like
they
the
got
way
rid of
his brothers. That's all.
Keyshawn Johnson used to check him. That was his match right there. When Keyshawn Johnson used to be on First Take, yo, Keyshawn Johnson used to eat him up. That's why I was so mad when they took him off there. I got a few episodes recorded where Keyshawn was just roasting him. And he had nothing for Keyshawn.
He's something else, man. That whole
forget Stephen A. Stephen A is what you call how you want to call that? He's damn, there's a word for it. He's a personality.
Yeah, exactly. He's a personality.
So Stephen A is a personality. But check the last one, y'all. Before we go, we're gonna go off of this one. Because this dude, I think he's the worst too. Do y'all see the beef? These two dudes, they both horrible though. Do y'all see the beef between Tyrese and DJ Envy?
Oh, that's another corny dude. I don't like DJ Envy.
Yo,
I don't like
now
DJ
you're
Envy.
with me. Now I'm with you. I
don't like the
dude.
I have beef with him for like some years now. He's
about
another
that
phony
dude.
out there. He's phony. He was robbing everybody with the whole real estate thing. He was over there advertising. That was all a fraud. That was all a fraud. He got all kinds of lawsuits.
Come to my seminars. I've got seminars. I'm putting people on, showing them how to buy homes and stuff. And then it comes out. And then I'm like, yo, you acting like you didn't come from the hood. You act like you didn't come from nothing. He be talking like everybody got it like that. Like, oh, look what I got from my. He was trying to give people advice what you should do on Christmas, like buy a Birkin bag. Like, come on, man, come on. Like, who you talking to? Like, like yo, that dude.
With somebody.
He's a funny dude.
He's a funny dude.
Stoney,
there you go.
Who DJ was he? Somebody brought him up like that. He was
somebody brought him up.
Yeah.
He was under DJ Clue. He was part of that Desert Storm.
Somebody just dropped something. I just put it up there. Let me see, because they put Envy. Envy is a bozo. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yo, Carlos. Perfect word. He's a bozo, dude.
Yeah, he's a clown, man. Like
clown, yo. I can't, even the Breakfast. I will watch the Breakfast Club, and sometimes I will tune him out. Every time
I don't watch that because he.
No, I'm saying in the past when Angela Yee was there and all that, I would tune him out, bro. Because when he asks questions, I'm like, yo, this dude sounds like. That's why he got sunned on his own show.
Well, Damon Dash sunned him.
Damon sunned
him. Yeah, Rick Ross too.
Sunned him.
Yeah, Rick Ross too.
You know,
they had nothing for that Damon Dash. That infamous rant. That was a rant on Damon Dash. They should have been ready for that. They should have known he was gonna go off like that. They had nothing for him. He was sunning them, really sunning them. And there was so much that they could have said to like counter that, but they didn't have those intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching that interview, I'm like, yo, they could have said so much to counter with Dame Dash because Dame Dash was like, well, you got a boss. Everything with him was a boss. Like, yo, they should have told Damon Dash, like, look, if everybody's a boss, who's gonna be the consumer? That's all they had to ask right there. They could have shut him up right there.
I got one for you.
Everybody can't be a boss.
You brought something to my attention. Is one dude who I just can't stand. His face is Irv Gotti, dog.
Oh yeah.
Yo, when I see his face, I just wish 50 would just choke the life out that dude, man. I never seen a dude wanna be tough like him. Like, yo, dog, you ain't like Supreme and them was they just had you around because you was a dummy. Nobody wanted you there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why 50 always trying to get out.
They made money. They just made money off of you because of the music thing, bro.
The way he exposed, like
they was washing their money through him. That's what that was.
The way he threw Ashanti shout out to Fat Joe, because the way he threw Ashanti under the bus, I was
that
like,
was corny.
That
interview, because he was on Drink Champs recently.
He did that? You know why?
But the one he did before the recent one, yeah, he was way out of line.
He can't get no.
He was way out of line.
You can't get no Ashanti,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a sucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you on there like, oh, I'm doing this, doing that. Like Dame Dad said about him, said everything he touched, he fucked up. You know, know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, when he's talking about the Jay-Z.
Yeah, remember Dame said he didn't want Jay to put that diss song because it was whack compared to
it was whack. It was.
And it was whack. And then
that was all Irv Gotti.
It was all Irv, man. Like, I mean, he got some joints under his belt. I ain't gonna front. He produced some shit back in the day. But
of course, but it was all based on the predicate of Ja Rule.
But Irv did help Jay-Z and create Rockefeller. He helped them because he's the one that he's the one that like hooked them up with Def Jam. He's the one that made that deal happen with Def Jam, Rockefeller. That's why Rockefeller came through.
Something to do with DMX too, Stoney. I believe he has something to do with DMX going to Def
Jam. He helped break a lot of artists. He was like, because he was an A&R. That's what he was. He used to find these people and he used to sell them to these record labels. He found DMX. He was the one that was doing all the dirty work, going into the hood and going into all kinds of danger just to find an artist. And he was the one that was doing all the dirty work and bring them to the labels. And,
And one more thing, man. Yo, I don't know how ESPN, I thought Matt Hasselbeck did a great job on that show. But how do you fire Hasselbeck and keep this sucker Rex Ryan up there, bro? I never seen such a Patriot hater in my life. Like, all he does
Rex
is
Ryan
on the Patriots.
That's all he does.
Because that's why they need him to do those type of things. That's why.
But
keep how Brewski and Moss be looking at him like, yo, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
But they're not messing with Greenberg, though. Mike Greenberg, they ain't touching him.
Nah, Greenberg got connections.
Greenberg got connections.
They're
not messing with that dude.
You hear that last name? I ain't gonna go into it too much. But
there you go.
Yeah.
Say no more. Greenberg got connections.
That's it.
For real. But no, for real, that's some good stuff that we got off our chest. Stephen A with the Herb shit. Come on, man. Like, a lot of dudes called out Stephen A, man. And that's the only thing, man. The characteristics of this screaming, like, I could scream you out and drown you out, because I think that's his personality. Just scream you out to drown you out so you don't have much to say. Like, he don't give people their time.
But he think he's ill.
That's what I'm saying.
What I mean? Like,
because he is ill. Don't get me wrong. He is. You know why he's ill? He's running ESPN.
Yeah, he is.
He's the one who's churning the pot. That's where the money's coming from. When it's cooking, it's coming from Stephen A.
Yeah.
Who else is cooking it? You see what I'm saying?
Remember Kevin Durant wanted to get at him too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, said something fly about KD one time.
But he's really on. But I understand you could be, you could be feeling like you're the shit. Don't get me wrong, but you got to have a little like sense of like, I don't know,
respect,
like sense of like just just being like normal at some times, like normal at some points.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't have to be like you're too ill for this, you're too ill for that, and sometimes
he was on.
Remember where you came from, man. It's not like you always had it like that.
He was on The Pivot. I watched him on The Pivot. If you've seen The Pivot, did you see him on The Pivot with Shannon and Freddie T?
I watched some of it, and he talked about his upbringing and all that.
But it's still like it's a humble. He's with a humble tone.
That was the word I was looking for.
It was a humble tone, and then he went to the arrogance. And I think the arrogance really comes from where he is now. Because everybody kind of get on him and say, yo, dude, you ain't no athlete, this and that. And then he comes out and talks shit about, well, I used to play this and I did that. You want and dude, a lot of athletes are saying, dude, you're not an athlete, so you shouldn't be talking about athletes like that. You can mention certain things. You can mention like what you could see that an athlete's not doing right, or or whatever. Like we all got opinions on things, right? But when you chastise someone and you start calling them out, you know, like that kid that his biggest beef is that kid. What's his name? I watched his,
Kyrie. I
no,
think
I
Kyrie
watched that
runs the
YouTube dude. What's the dude? The dude that was drafted by Michael Jordan. What's his name?
Oh, Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown. Yo, Kwame got all the smoke for that dude. Kwame Brown got
Kyrie.
all the smoke.
Oh yeah, he
When I
did.
say
Too.
smoke, Kwame got the smoke for Stephen A.
Go
I don't know if
watch
they
that
settled it
interview,
by
bro.
now, but if you ever listen to Kwame, go on Kwame's Brown YouTube channel, and every other day he's talking shit about Stephen A. He can't wait to, and he's humbled because he's a country boy. He's living a country life, but Stephen A keeps putting his name in his mouth, and he just don't. Stephen A ruined that kid in the way he said, like his character.
You remember Jay Will had to get on his ass on the show. Like, yo, man, you gonna stop talking about Kyrie like this, man. You remember that? They almost got go
But
look
you know,
up that one.
I was with Stephen A when he was talking about Kyrie, and he was really on Kyrie when Kyrie was with the whole, you know, with the what they call it, with the vaccine and
a
lot of things that Stephen A felt he should have sacrificed for the sake of the team. And what happened? It messed up the chemistry because he couldn't play. I think he couldn't play home games, and that's why Stephen A had a problem with him.
I'm with Kyrie because at the end of the day, he didn't even need the fucking shot.
He should have gotten a shot.
At the end of the day,
they would have won more games.
Listen, at the
they would
end
have
of
had
the
a better
day,
chemistry.
No. Just think about it. At the end of the day, all that mandatory shit went out the fucking window, bro.
It did. But I think at the time,
So you can't say Kyrie. Kyrie did what he wanted to do, bro. He did what he
look
felt.
where that got him.
It doesn't matter.
That's his fucking problem right there. Kyrie.
Look where that got him.
What do you mean? He don't care. He's still paid, bro. He's still.
But yo, it ain't about that though. It's about
Kyrie won already, bro. He won already.
Yeah, but
it's not a deal like that no more. If he wins again, it's like icing on the cake. Right now, he got that already, bro. So everybody's saying he should be thinking about the integrity of the game. Kyrie's already done that, bro. And I'm not backing him up. I'm just saying he done one. He's been a veteran. He done got his bag a couple times over, and it's guaranteed. You think Kyrie's worrying about who thinks that he's not doing this or he shouldn't be praying and during the game and all? You think he cares? If y'all don't like it,
I don't think he cares. That's why he's been with what 3-4 teams. You know, a guy like that being with 3-4 teams.
I just think
the reason for that.
I just think he's a sucker for what he did to the Celtics. I just think he's a sucker for that.
Celtics.
What he did to the Celtics was
Cleveland, the Celtics,
what
Brooklyn.
he did to the Celtics was
he ruined every team he was on.
What he did to the Celtics was he got up there in the media and he praised the Celtics and he made it seem like I love the Celtics. I'm staying here. And then he changed his mind and flipped the script on us and just left. Right? But that's what it was. He just fugazied us. That's all he did.
But Mr. Beasley was bigger than that because we traded Isaiah Thomas, who was fucking loved in Boston.
Right.
All right. We traded Isaiah Thomas, who was loved in Boston, for this dude. Now let's put everything out there. This sucker was whining about playing with LeBron, and we bailed him out. All right, we bailed him out. All right, he came to Boston. We traded somebody that was beloved in Boston in Isaiah Thomas for you. Then you get up there and sit there and say, "Oh, I want to be in Boston. This is where I want to be." Now, mind you, now look at the team he had around him. There might have been two. Now that year we lost to LBJ. He was supposed to be there. He's a sucker. Know why? Number one, even on the bench for that game 7 against Cleveland.
Right.
Where was he at? He did Boston dirty. I'll never forgive him for that.
Yo, and another thing, he recruited Kevin Durant in Brooklyn, and then he left him hang to dry. He left him to dry because he's not willing to sacrifice. It was all about him.
Think of that team.
You got to sacrifice. You got to sacrifice.
They put around that dude. Remember, JB Tatum was young. JB, Tatum, Terry Rozier, If Gordon Hayward didn't turn his damn leg over, then Al Horford.
Can you imagine?
Because there was 2 championships in that team. Because
yes,
I think if that team's healthy, he beat Golden State that year.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt about it.
No, you're right.
I just don't like that guy. I just don't like that guy. I don't like that guy. He's just.
I don't like
as much as y'all don't like him. Okay, fine. I'm gonna say this to you guys. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You guys don't like him. I think Kyrie's a good ball player. If y'all saying he's not,
but nobody's gonna remember.
No, time out.
Nobody's gonna remember him about that. They don't talk about that.
I'm gonna remember him about that. I would.
Nobody else.
I would. Kyrie's a good ball player.
He's a great ball player.
He's a great ball player. I would never take his skill from him. Kyrie's a great ball player, and we all know that. No matter how we feel about his personal thing about how he wants to do things in life. But this is one caveat that I would give Kyrie out of a lot of players out there in this league. A lot. Kyrie donates so much money to people that you guys wouldn't even imagine the type of money he do. Kyrie buy houses for single mothers. Kyrie put kids through college. My daughter in Howard right now knows a couple of kids who got put on by Kyrie and paid for their tuition. Kyrie takes care of people, especially his people. So as much as y'all want to say Kyrie is a ball player and selfishness and all this other stuff, in the community, go check his stats in the community.
I never questioned that about him. Talk about Kyrie.
Me personally, I put that above sports. What you can do with his bag, what he's doing for his community and for his people, I put it above sports. That's just me.
No, I don't mess with that dude, man.
So
me neither, man.
Hey,
I don't mess with that dude.
We can agree to disagree. I like Kyrie. You don't like?
He done too much funny business for me to, too much for my liking. Like
I like Kyrie. He does shit for the community. Man, he put people in homes. That's you buying homes for young single women and kids and putting them through school. You're good in my book, brother. So that's it for the agenda. See, I know y'all don't like it. I know y'all don't like it, but it is what it is.
Do we got receipts? Does he have receipts?
Let's see receipts. Go pull them. Go pull them. This year alone, he put through about 2-3 kids at Howard University.
He does good things. He does.
He put them through. You know how much? Listen, bro.
He's just off to me.
Do you know how much Howard costs a year? You want to know how much Howard costs a year? They just went up to 61,000, 62,000 for the year. Don't tell me Kyrie's not a good person when he's putting a couple kids through school.
But I think when you're like when you're backed up, you got to do something, right?
Nah, that ain't nothing to do with backed up. That's his activism.
You got to do something, right?
Yeah, y'all are trying to give excuses. That's his. That's out of his heart. Nobody don't give up that type of money just to be so they can look good.
That ain't enough for me, man. That's not enough for me. I think you got to be more than that.
Community service come with the role, though. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. No, he's just
not genuine. He's just not a genuine
big deal
person.
by him.
He's just not genuine, man. He's just not.
It is part of the role.
Neil, look,
not every athlete.
T, what happened with him? He got suspended.
Community service.
He got suspended over things. He was like his agenda was not basketball. His agenda was himself. He was getting suspended for things he was saying. He was saying things like, "Come on, who does that?" Like, come on, man, play basketball. He was too political. Like everything with him was an agenda.
I'm talking about Kyrie the basketball player.
Come on, Riz. Don't be listen, Stoney. Don't be hypocritical. Because when your boy Tom Brady, the great white hope, was over there capping for Donald Trump, I didn't hear you say Nathan.
So what? I voted for Donald Trump.
Don't say nothing then.
I voted for Donald Trump.
Don't say nothing.
I voted for him.
Good for you, though. I hope he did. I hope he did good for
Come
you.
on, man. Trump did good when he was in
Nah,
office.
he ain't do good for my black people. I'm sorry,
How?
he didn't do good for us.
Everything was
You fell
quiet when he was
asleep.
in office.
You fell asleep on that one, brother.
Come on, man.
sleeping.
Look,
I'm gonna
Brady,
tell you that one. You was sleeping.
you,
So
listen, you can't
I
even
ain't roll.
you
I
can't
can't
even
roll. I'ma just say that.
mention
If you
Brady
wanna
in the
say
same
that,
breath as
I'ma
Kyrie. You
mention it,
crazy,
'cause
Brady? Come
listen,
on, man.
Brady's a man. Brady's a
What
man like
has he
anybody
done?
else.
He's
Brady's
done
a
nothing but
man
good,
like
man.
No. He's a man like anybody else.
He's the man.
He's a man
listen,
like
Brady.
anybody else.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Brady's the man.
Please.
Brady
And Trump can
single-handedly changed this
Trump can-
whole city by
Trump
himself.
Trump could go fucking lay down in a tanning bed and burn. That's all I
Yeah,
can say. But,
yeah, but that's
listen,
nothing, man. Nobody look.
it's not even
That's
political.
nothing compared to
But I'm not
Kyrie's
gonna.
antics.
You want man? That
Nothing.
Don't say, nah. That's not
Vouching for Trump. Who didn't vouch for Trump? A lot of people vouch for Trump. A lot
So
of
why
people on
can't
the
he?
low.
Why can't he
Why
vouch
he?
for his?
Why,
Okay, so you're saying why
how did
can't
he
he
become
vouch for
president?
Trump?
How did
Listen,
Trump
time
become
out.
president? We all
Yo,
voted him in,
Stoney,
right?
Stoney, I feel bad. Come
Come on, man. We had a
I
chance
feel
to bring a
bad for you.
Democrat in here.
Stoney, I feel bad for you that you voted for that loser. But I'm gonna tell you one
I
thing.
didn't vote for him. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't vote. I don't vote.
Okay,
like,
but I'm gonna tell you one thing.
it's too,
If,
I don't like to
listen,
stay in that line, you know.
Listen, no, but just be serious.
I would have voted for him.
But listen, let me tell you something. To be serious. We all, I don't care what y'all think it is. Everybody has the right. Y'all put too much onus on these athletes not to have their own voice.
Yeah,
They can speak and say what they want, bro.
yeah,
Mr.
but
B,
no.
Say what
Kyrie
you want,
was on
bro.
another level, Neil.
Listen,
Yo,
he was on
because
another level,
because he was on a level that had to do with his religion. That's a problem for you guys. Tell me, a religion, someone's religion belief is a problem.
No, he was just
listen to what I'm saying, Mr. B. I'm talking about Kyrie.
His religious belief seems to be a problem.
No.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I talk about Kyrie, the teammate. I ain't talking about Kyrie off the court.
Say that.
I'm talking about Kyrie.
Say that. Then
That's all I'm saying. The way he treats
stuff. Right.
And shout out to Jaylen Brown for standing up to him in the locker room, because they said he would go days without talking to them kids.
Yeah, he's just he's like a cancer.
I'm not saying
that's why I don't respect him.
I'm not saying that I never said Kyrie was the best teammate. I never said that.
But you can't put him in. You can't compare him to Brady, man.
No, I'm saying
there's no way.
No. Reason why I'm comparing him to Brady. You got to listen to what I'm saying, though, Stoney. You got to take logic. If Brady's able, listen. If Brady's able to if Brady is able to disseminate his feelings on how he feel, so should Kyrie. I don't care what the spectrum is.
Brady, listen. He didn't.
Man,
he doesn't. He wasn't. It wasn't about how he feel. Nothing. We don't even know how much support he had for Trump. We don't know that. Why? Because he had the Trump hat in the back. Everybody's going off. We don't know that.
No, he said that's my friend. I golf with him.
Right, so what's wrong with that? It was Kanye's friend.
All right, that's his
Kanye
opinion.
was with him, hugging, fucking had his arms
but
around him.
That's his opinion, and nobody can't chastise. That's his opinion. But he can't listen. You're not understanding. He can't be chastised for that opinion, right?
Nah, but it's nowhere comparison with the things that Kyrie was doing. No comparison. Comparison.
Listen, I'm a person who believes
Dr. Umar Johnson on the low was on some Trump was more relevant than Barack.
No, listen. Don't say that about Dr. Umar, because if he hear you say that he support Trump, he gonna come at you.
No, he doesn't support Trump.
Don't say
I'm
that.
not saying that. I'm not saying he support Trump.
If he listen to this YouTube and hear that you said that he support
I'm not saying
Trump,
he support Trump.
He's coming for you. So
I'm not saying he support Trump. I'm not saying he support Trump.
I watch Umar. He don't.
He had a problem with Obama.
Of course he did.
And he was just saying that
I had
Obama
problems
didn't
with
make that much of a difference.
I had problems with Obama. I'm saying what I'm saying.
My point is political
freedom
wise,
to express yourself
has
should
a right
not
to their
be
own
an
political
issue.
views.
There you go. Colin Kaepernick lost his job because Colin Kaepernick lost his job because he felt as though black people shouldn't be getting killed by cops. That's his view.
That's his view, and look where that got him.
All right then, but why can't he have the view?
You can have the view, but you can have the view in a different way.
He don't care. He took it.
Mr. B,
Well,
Mr. B, Mr. B.
Where's he at now?
Know what?
He still got money, bro.
It ain't even about that. It's just about like nobody
He
talks
still
about him.
Money. He still
Look, nobody
money.
talks about him, and his world is no different than it was when he was.
Colin Kaepernick.
I felt like he
will always
went
go
about
down.
it.
Nah,
Look,
he would be.
Colin Kaepernick went about it in the wrong way. I felt like he could have went about it in a different way. He made it too much about himself, his stance. He messed up with that. He rolled the dice and he failed. I feel like he failed.
He didn't fail nothing, bro.
Nothing changed.
He ain't failed nothing.
What changed?
He ain't failed nothing. He's an activist now. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, man. Nothing changed though.
He's making money being an activist though. He got paid from the NFL for freaking blackballing him though. Bro, get it together. Like, really know what it is.
Nah, man. I think
situation where people listen. We were in a situation where people think that black people can't say what they want to say.
I think he just wasn't in that. He's not. He's a football player. He's not a politician.
Listen. Some people think the slave ship that this is still a slave ship, bro. It's not like that no more.
Yeah, but you gotta stay in your lane.
It's hard. And no, you don't have to stay in line, bro. You don't,
man.
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
There's things I wouldn't
no more.
Look, there's things that I wouldn't be talking about.
The problem.
It's not like that no more, though, Stoney. It's not.
The problem with but the problem with Kaepernick did was that you don't understand. He worked for the 49ers. So you know what I'm saying? He brought that shit to work. So as a business owner, listen, I'm with you with what you're doing, Colin, but you can't bring that in here. And as the 49ers have the right to tell him
exactly
play here if you're gonna do that. Because that's their place of employment. They don't want that there.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now hold on. Now what Riz is saying, the Stoney saying is kind of right, because he could have went behind closed doors. He is their starting quarterback, and that owner would have listened to him.
A different platform.
He could have did it a different way. But you can't come and disrupt my workplace. This is my shit. It's not yours.
I feel you.
He disrupt the whole country, not just the workplace, the whole country.
Since we
it was a challenging time.
Can I ask y'all a question?
The whole knee and
I'm glad you just said the perfect word. You just said the perfect word. So when your boy Tim Tebow was kneeling, where were you at?
Kneeling for what?
For prayer, man.
When your boy Tim Tebow was kneeling.
He wasn't kneeling when
listen.
That's different.
Go back and watch it. See this.
He wasn't kneeling for the national anthem, Neil.
Bro, he was kneeling for his own personal reasons. He was kneeling
before the national anthem.
Wasn't that disrupting?
But
but it's not though.
How can you compare that to what Colin Kaepernick was doing?
Because he was disrupting. He was kneeling.
He was kneeling on his own time, not kneeling during the national anthem.
No, he was kneeling during the games. He was kneeling on the sidelines. Bro, he was kneeling in prayers sometimes during the game. What are you talking about?
Neil, we're talking about the national anthem. The national anthem. When everybody's up holding their hand, respect. You're kneeling. He wasn't kneeling during that. He was kneeling on his own time. You could do whatever you want on your own time.
Listen, I'm with freedom. I'm with freedom. Y'all could stay jailed up if y'all want to. On to the next one. Freedom is where I'm at, people. Y'all can stay jailed up. And 2A, Second Amendment and my First Amendment right. I love it. All that other shit's out the window. So yeah, guys. I'm just saying we can't be hypocritical about people doing their own. We can't be hypocritical about, I don't care if he's a white or a black player, having his own personal reverences during working for the NFL or any other team. It's happened all across the board, bro. So just because Kaepernick did it because a black man got killed, and now people say, "Oh, he shouldn't have did it in that way." Okay, he should have. If y'all felt as though he should have did it that way, but he was still trying to bring attention to something that was not being brought attention to. That's all it was. I don't see. That's
And
all
he
I
did,
saw.
but he lost it. But he lost his job. He did.
He lost
Yeah.
his job, and he
His job.
sacrificed for that. He knew he
did.
sacrificed for that.
Nobody, right?
He
So, but he could have done it
sacrificed
in a
for
way
that.
where he wouldn't have lost his
Malcolm
job.
X got
Because
killed to make sure. Listen, Malcolm X got killed to make sure that we got some rights out here. And Martin Luther
No,
King.
that's a story for another day. His own
That
people killed him.
sacrifice, though.
His own people
Sacrifice,
killed
though.
him.
But it was still
Wasn't
a
the ops.
sacrifice.
His
It was
own
still a
people.
sacrifice, though. And the people that was hired by the CIA.
Well, he had too much power, and they was hating on him. He had too much power. They was hating on him, and there was all some personal shit going on over there.
Malcolm knew he was sacrificing his life for his people, bro. So did Martin Luther King. Sacrifice, bro. That's the whole name of the game.
No, I just feel like Kaepernick could have went a different way about it. That's what I'm saying. He could have pushed his agenda in a different way where it wouldn't have divided the country the way it did.
How did it divide the country?
He caused way more uproar.
Why? Because white people got mad?
Because he made it a personal thing. Like, I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna kneel during the national anthem. Like one of the most biggest.
He started holding hands with
traditions in the world. You're gonna kneel.
He started kneeling with Eric Reed and a whole bunch of rest of them. It wasn't
right.
Personal. It was to bring awareness,
social justice, and all that. And then that created a big mess after that.
Riz, social justice is serious. You might think it's in all of that.
Yeah,
but when it hits your door,
are we better off now than then? No.
Listen.
It's still the same shit. Like, we're still in the same bullshit.
We're still in the same bullshit, but the awareness is there.
The awareness is there, but
you
people
can't
still
blind
doing
yourself.
dumb shit.
You can't be blinded to shit that's going on in the world, bro.
Yeah, I know there's shit going on in the world, but one person can't save the world. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could bring all this.
So what do you want? So who's gonna save the world then?
It ain't about saving the world.
This world ain't never gonna be saved.
Right. You can educate.
I'm not saying that save the world. Not save the world in that pretense. I'm saying, listen, some people was brought in this world to bring knowledge to us. And we had a lot of messiahs. I'm not saying Kaepernick is a messiah, but Kaepernick brought something to the attention to this country. I don't care if white people don't like it or black people don't like it. He brought attention to black brothers getting smoked by unarmed, getting smoked by cops. That's it, bro. That's all he brought to the attention.
Yo, and that's a good thing.
We can't accept that as people and say, well, he brought that to the attention. Sorry, you had to do your job for it. But at least now we aware. He brought the awareness to the world, bro. If you didn't see that, we wouldn't have been aware. The world. Remember, this is a world sport.
We would have known. It was on the news. We would have been aware of it. We
would have been aware of it here in America, what they would know in Africa or in Trinidad. No.
Yeah, but think about the shit that's going on out there that we're not aware of. You think people over there doing some shit? Let us know what's going on out there.
I'll tell you the truth.
Y'all both are right, man. Y'all both are right.
Like
cops ain't running. I will tell you this: in the islands, cops are not running down black brothers and shooting them, bro. If they're not criminals, they're not doing it, bro. I'm gonna just tell you that. I know that. I got my research on that. Cops in the islands, cops in Africa, whatever, or these different places, cops in the UK, they're not running down brothers, shooting them unarmed, bro. Only here in America. So take that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm not against it. I'm just saying we got flaws here, and we can't blinders. We can't put blinders on shit just because of sports and friggin'.
Nah, we can, but that's my point, though. That's my point. Like, it's not. You gotta understand, right? That's not his league. You know, yeah, he's bringing awareness and all that, but he's. What you saying? He's a football player. He's a football player. Okay, if you want to bring awareness, okay, bring it in a different way. Bring some politicians around you. Bring some type of people that's going to help push that agenda and push it in a way where you're not going to create this madness.
I understand what you're saying, though, Stoney. I understand what you're saying, but he went about it the way he
went about it, and and look what happened. That's what I'm saying.
But he took it on the chin, though. That's what I'm saying. As much as people think Kaepernick lost, he really didn't lose, bro.
It ain't about losing. It's just
You see what I'm saying?
It was just, to me, it was a waste of time. That's why I look at it. It was just a waste of time. Look at that, all of that, and look where we're at now. It's no different.
I think it's a difference. People
I
are
don't
aware.
think so.
People are aware. Before, people wasn't aware like that, bro. Trust me.
I think they was aware, but they just didn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
You
think he's the reason. I think the shit that was happening, people protesting all that, I think that shit really brought attention more than him
You're
doing
right.
what he was doing.
You're right. You're
People
totally
protesting and fighting.
Now
you got cops with cameras on and stuff like that.
You're right.
I'm all for, but if you look at it, right, I'm all for what Kaepernick did, but why is it he's the only one that done something like that after all these years? That shit, it
had to be somebody, though.
It had to be somebody, right? It had to be somebody.
It had to be. Sorry that it was Colin Kaepernick.
It's fine that it was him, but he should have did it. He should have went about it. I feel like he should have went about it differently, where it wouldn't have been such a
when Jackie Robinson, when Jackie Robinson was standing up for bringing black people into the major leagues and integrating the major leagues and dealing with racism in the major leagues, he brought it to the attention of the major leagues. He brought it to the chest. He brought it out there. I'm not going to be discriminated against. Nobody checked. That was a riveting movement in baseball. That changed baseball. If Jackie Robinson didn't do what he did on his own, he didn't use Sasso Page and nobody else.
I think just him playing.
He did it on his own.
Yeah, but him just playing.
No, he was an advocate. Jackie Robinson was an advocate. He was an activist.
Yeah, he was.
Bro.
He was, but
he wasn't
played.
just no baseball player, bro. Learn about Jackie Robinson. He wasn't just no baseball player.
He was a black activist. Okay, I know.
So
but
he brought that to the NBL.
He went to stadiums where they was calling him all kinds of racial slurs.
And he made them change it.
And that's what he did.
He made them change it. He stuck it out. He made them change it. He got in their faces. He checked those managers that was being rude and disrespectful. He checked the umpires that was cheating. So he brought it to them. That's why Jackie Robinson changed the game of baseball. He didn't sit back there meek and mild like, I'm going to just take it. Y'all could just beat up on me. I'm the poor black kid, the only black kid on the baseball. No, he made his presence being felt. And that's what Kaepernick did.
I think Mr. Beans, I think Robinson, you gotta remember that white dude that owned that team did a lot for Jackie. I think,
of course.
Jackie, hold on. I think Jackie, like Stoney saying, Jackie went to the owner because now back in them days, if you black and you got out of pocket, your ass just disappeared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
he had one person. You're right. He had one person to back him.
Yeah.
And it was a white man. You're right.
With money.
Right.
So that's one thing that will always
maybe Kaepernick should have had in his favor, had somebody backing him.
There you go.
He should have been. He just should have been a little more organized.
That's what I understand. What you're saying now. I understand what y'all saying. He should have been. He should have had some. If anything, the owners of the 49ers should have been backing him up instead of him going rogue. He should have went to them and say, "Yo,
because
listen,
think about it, right?
There you go.
Yo, but think about it. What happened when he did that? What was the story every day? Are they gonna nail? Is this team gonna nail? And everything was about nailing when the flag came and this and that. It became that. It wasn't so much about the social justice. It was the story was, are they gonna nail? Are they gonna nail? Are this team gonna nail? Are the Patriots gonna nail? Brady gonna nail? Like everything, everybody was holding on. Everything, it just became something different that it shouldn't have became. That's all it was. I felt like he should have went about it more differently, more strategic, and look, man, it's whatever. But that's how I felt about it. It became more of a. He had T-shirts. It was T-shirts with his silhouette, with the afro.
You know why?
You know why? He got out of hand, man.
No, he didn't do that. Who jumped on that bandwagon?
But that's what happens when you do
Who
stuff
jumped
like
on that bandwagon? Nike.
That's
Nike
what happened.
Said, "Yo, the NFL don't want to give you your bag. We'll give you the bag. Let's just do these things up real quick."
I knew he was never going to play football again.
On the premise of I knew that.
I knew he was never gonna.
I
Nobody was gonna
wasn't.
get him.
I wasn't the one who
And he
was
was
like
young. And he was
blinded
young.
to think that Kaepernick was going to play
remember,
again.
he had a
And he
chance
was
to
young.
play again. Remember, he had a chance to play again, and then he did that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he had
What
to
did he do
work out,
again?
and it.
Oh,
Remember, he
that
had
workout
workout.
foolishness. But no, T, he wasn't going to get no gig, T. He wasn't going to get no gig.
He went the wrong way, man.
T, he, like Stoney said, and I agree with him with that one. He was never getting no gig after he was done.
Listen, I'm telling you right
And
now.
I knew it was gonna fade. You don't hear about him nowhere.
Mr. Beans, we know winning solves everything, bro. And if any NFL team could have thought that he could have got them to a winning season or maybe a Super Bowl, they would have took a chance. Now they would have had a stiff contract with him with incentives in there, but they would have took a chance. I think somebody would have took a chance on him.
No, it was
They didn't want the
distraction. It was too much backlash.
Too much pressure. You know the pressure people. Yo, there was a lot of people hating on him. Like, yo, if you hire him, we ain't coming in the games. And it was a good chunk of people probably saying that.
Think about that though. Think about that. Think about the backlash that came from Vic. And I think they threw Vic under the bus. But somebody took a chance on Vic. Somebody took a chance on him.
Well, Vic did his time. He did his time. He got out. It was a wrap. Like, I paid for it. I paid my dues. Okay, now.
But remember, a lot of people didn't want Vic though.
No, they didn't.
It was only one. It was only one team.
Only one team, and that was the Philly. And that was the owner of Philly that said he would take a stab at him. There was
only one team. That was it. It's been a couple of people that have done things that people say, damn, man, you know what, man? I mean, come on. Latrell Sprewell choked the fucking coach. Are you serious? Think about that, dog. Choke. Put your hands on your head coach. Assaulted him, and he got another chance. When did you ever hear about somebody?
I think
choking the coach?
Kaepernick didn't get another chance is because it became racial.
Well, he probably told these teams like, yo, he said some racist shit to me, and I just lost it, and they probably understood it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying Kaepernick didn't get another chance because the whole thing got politicized and racial, and it involved Donald Trump. And he
disrespected a tradition.
So
you kneeling with the flag, the national anthem. There's a lot of fanatics out there with that.
No, there's fanatics out there, but I've seen people see the thing about the flag kneeling. And Stoney, tell me if you haven't seen this, Stacks. The thing about the flag kneeling thing, right out, that you talk about, that's so disrespectful. I've been to stadiums, and I'm sure you guys have too. Stadiums when the national anthem is being harmonized or sung by someone. And I've seen people just sit down in their seat and keep drinking their damn beer or eating their shit or whatever.
I've seen that 100 times.
Yeah, but not a marquee, not a player, not a player.
No, I understand what I'm saying.
Everybody
the time out. You going back to this whole player thing.
Because it's what it is.
The people who's mad about the kneeling is who? Who got up the uproar about kneeling? Think about it. Who spurred the uproar about kneeling? The people. The fans. That's who spurred the uproar. So if I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. The consensus is people were saying, the fans in general, if there's going to be continued kneeling, we're not going to the games. It's the fans who was upset. Yeah. If I'm telling you, I've been to games with these same diehard fans. I've seen them sitting, eating their damn food or sipping their juice or they drinking their beer while the national anthem is going on. If it's such of an importance and such of a tradition, why your ass ain't standing up instead of eating a fucking hot dog or drinking a beer and saluting like you should be?
No, so but it wasn't the fans.
If it's so important,
it wasn't the fans.
You're not getting the concept, bro.
No, but it wasn't the fans. It wasn't the fans.
The fans were the people who was upset
But they're
about
not the-
Kaepernick
but-
and the kneeling, bro.
But they're not the reason why everything got crazy like that. It wasn't the reason why. You know what the reason is?
It got
when
the
you-
reason.
when
Riz,
When
it
they do
got
the
that
national
way.
anthem,
Riz,
no,
it
but when
got
they do the
that
national
way.
anthem,
It
it's
got
the
that way
main
because
people. The
Listen.
main people. You see the teams. You
I
see the
understand.
away
You're
team,
not
the
understanding
home
what I'm
team.
saying. When the
Go ahead.
fans started getting irate about the kneeling, it went down the pipeline to the ownerships of the teams.
But I
to
don't
the
think that was a
coaches.
big. I don't think that was a big reason. It was just right on camera.
Look who's mad about. Look who was mad. Look the research up and see who was really mad about kneeling.
But it wasn't the fans. Neil, when
Yes,
you
it
watch
was.
TV, listen.
I'll put money on it.
Listen, when you
I'll
watch
put money on
TV, any sporting event, when you watch TV, when the national anthem is being played, where are the cameras on? They on the players and the coaches.
And
they
who
all
else is
like this?
standing?
And they all like this.
Don't your ass stand up too?
It doesn't matter. The cameras
Don't
are not
you
on me.
You're a fan. You're a fan.
I stand up, yeah, but I can sit
Okay,
down.
then.
The camera's not. They're not. How
Okay.
they gonna know? They're not
So
gonna be on
who
me.
got upset that he was kneeling? It was the fans.
Yeah,
bro.
but that wasn't the reason why he got in this little situation. It wasn't that. It wasn't
The
the
fans got
who
upset.
cares what the
And
fans?
yes, they
think
care
all
about the
things-
fans because the fans is the revenue.
The fans complain about a lot of shit.
But they're the revenue.
They don't change.
The fans. A lot of fans didn't want. Put it this way: a lot of people want to go to a football game and watch the fucking game. No,
Yep.
when you start bringing politics into this
There you
shit,
go.
nobody wants to hear that shit. No, I want to see you play the sport. I don't want to go to a fucking game and have a political debate in the goddamn or explain to someone why you're kneeling. You know what I'm saying? That don't understand why you're kneeling. And let's not get this twisted. People forget your boy Kaepernick is half white. Let's put that out. A lot of people probably don't.
And he
know
doesn't
that.
vote. He doesn't vote. And he doesn't vote.
It's like I don't see nothing wrong with what Kaepernick did, but I do
Me either.
understand. I do understand.
The cameras was on him.
Listen, I understand why the owner said, "Yo, bro, I don't want that shit here. This is where this is my
understand that too.
That's where he got. I felt like Mr. Bean said in Stoney, he should have went behind closed doors and talked to the owner and said, "Yo," and he probably would have got a bigger bag than what he even got now if he'd have went about it the right way.
Right. When that kneeling first happened, it was on ESPN, and they said, "Look, Kaepernick's he's kneeling during the national anthem." It was like that was like the main, like you seen everybody standing up, their hands over over their chest, and then you saw Kaepernick kneeling. It wasn't so much about anybody talking about it. It was just because it was the lens. It was this what we see on camera, like, you know, and that's what they focus on. The players. Anybody could have knelt. Anybody, it could have been anybody else. That was going to be the topic, and that was going to be a situation because
put it this way, Stoney, because Marshawn Lynch he always sat for the national anthem.
There you go.
But he always sat.
He always did. And he said it.
Never stood up.
He never stood up.
But he didn't kneel.
Never. Bro.
It's a big difference.
Bro.
It's a big difference.
No, Riz, man.
It's a big difference.
On, man. Yo, man, this catch-22 shit is kind of funny with
so
you.
why didn't they make a big deal out of him sitting down?
If you
why didn't they make a big deal out of that?
I'm gonna just tell you
why
something.
Didn't they make a big deal out of
I'm gonna let you know it's this big Americana shit.
No.
If you are sitting down during the American this what you call that shit? The national anthem, you are disrespected.
No.
Sitting, bro.
No.
Come on, man.
When you're kneeling, you're disrespecting, not sitting.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you where the problem was.
I've been at stadiums. I've been at stadiums where the people be like, "Yo, stand up when you're sitting down. Yo, stand up."
Neil, so what if you're disabled? What if you're disabled, paralyzed from the waist down? How you gonna stand up?
You take your hat off and put it over your head, or you take your hat off when you bend your head down.
But
the problem with Kaepernick was the difference between him and Lynch. Remember, Lynch never said why he sat. He didn't interview anyway. He never said anything.
You're right.
You're
right. You're right.
And when they interviewed Kaepernick, he said why he was kneeling. That was it.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Marshawn Lynch never stood up for the national anthem.
And remember, Mr. B, that people would always ask him why, and he was like, "I'm on here, so I don't got to get fined."
Yes,
He
you're
would
right.
never-
You're totally right.
He
used
would
to
never
say that.
answer it.
He would never answer it. He was like, I don't want to answer it because I'll get fined. Something like that. He's
Yeah,
like,
that
I'm
was
only
for the
here.
Super Bowl.
No. He been doing that for years, and they was asking him all the time.
But that
why
was the
he
main.
don't stand.
But he said that during the Super Bowl conference.
Right.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
No,
He
said it
He
once.
didn't say that during
Yeah.
regular games. He said it in the Super Bowl. That's why they have footage of it. He didn't say it during regular season.
Now, Stoney, yes,
He
he
said
did.
it in the foot.
He always said it.
He
but it
said,
just
"I'm
got
here so
away.
I don't get fined because you're obligated in the Super Bowl. You got to do a
You're
conference."
not listening. No, you're not listening to him. He's saying when they would interview him in the locker room, they would ask him these questions with his no shirt on and a damn towel, and he would tell you, just like what Stack said.
As a player, you have to address the media after the game.
Yes,
you have to. No matter Super Bowl or regular season, even preseason, you have to address the media.
They done ask him why was he.
But I heard him say that, and I never heard him say that anywhere but the Super Bowl.
They done asked him why was he sitting down. Why was he sitting down eating Skittles? They done asked him that too.
I heard him say that during the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm sure he said it in the locker room, but the footage that I saw him saying that, it was in the Super Bowl.
Well, the story got blown up in the Super Bowl because he was in the Super Bowl.
But he was saying it there. They have footage of him saying that.
Yes, but he had always been saying it. He's always been saying it. If you go back and look at
go back and look.
Even when he was on the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
Sit down.
Yep.
He would never answer the questions in the media. But when he was on Buffalo, they were horrible. So who gave a fuck?
And I don't understand why. I don't understand why they would even go to him. Like, if they know what they're gonna get out of him, why go to him? You got so many other players you can interview.
Because you know what? It's clickbait. They want to know why.
Or they want to make him look shady. They want to make him like, look how dumb this motherfucker
That's
is.
what I'm saying. They want to know why. They want to know why.
And he's their star player.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta when you talking about Seattle, shit, beast mode is Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like if I'm a reporter, first person I'm going to in that locker room is Marshawn Lynch.
I wouldn't even waste my time, man. I would walk by that dude. Like
the only thing, T Stack, you're right. Listen, Marshawn Lynch used to do the same thing, and but his smartness compared to what Kaepernick did. I think Kaepernick was more caught up in the moment, what was going on at the time. And Marshawn Lynch knew why he was doing it for the longest time. And every time they did question him on it, why are you sitting down in the corner at the edge of the bench during the anthem eating Skittles? And he would say, "Oh, next comment. I could get myself in trouble." He said that many times. You might not have heard that though, Stoney, but that dude was always asked about sitting on the bench.
And think about it too, Mr. Beans. Eric Reed got another job. He was always with Kaepernick kneeling. He got another job.
He got another job.
What's he doing?
He went to Carolina.
He went to Carolina.
Yeah, he went to Carolina and played. He sure did. But Kaepernick just had more of a voice. That's what it was.
Exactly.
The loudest one in the room.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? The loudest one in the room always get the bullet, bro.
Yep. That's what it is. It's just this is a good debate banter about a topic that maybe we had to get off our chest. Like, this is just, like you said, something we getting off our chest. And we just flew into this topic and it brought our live up to 2 hours and 13 minutes, which is crazy. But hey, I'm with it. I like it. That's my brother. Stoney's my brother. Stack's my brother. So don't even think, guys, this is some kind of love lost or we got some. No, this is
cool. We was
this
around
is just
each other. We be going to the restaurant right now.
Exactly. No, I just want people to know out there, this is not like we coming at each other. We're brothers. We grew up, we're brothers. But we can always debate each other. Debating is healthy. Stoney can set me straight on some feelings that I probably had that I should have probably thinking a little bit more rational with. And so with Stacks, the same way, vice versa. We kind of flip off of each other like that because we're brothers. We grew up with each other since we were snot nose. So I don't want people out there to think that we're going at each other. No, this is what we want to do. This is what we like to do. We're bringing y'all raw and uncut content on sports and what goes on in life. So with that being said, we are going to wrap it up for Thursday evening 7:30 show, and we will have a little surprise for us, me and my boy Stony. We're gonna have a surprise. We're gonna have a surprise.
Let's let them know we're gonna be in a different location next
week.
Week.
We're gonna be on location.
We're gonna be somewhere,
on different. Yeah, both of us in separate locations.
We're gonna be away. Put it that way. We're gonna see. We're gonna be on the road.
We're gonna be on the road, and we still gonna be doing this thing on the road. I'm gonna be in a separate location, thousands of miles away from where Stoney's gonna be, and thousands of miles away from where Stacks is and from where Doe is. But we gonna still do this together.
Still give you that flavor.
I'm gonna load up that Wi-Fi where I'm at, pop on this laptop, and get on here with y'all on Thursdays, and we're gonna go over that Thursday night game, and we're gonna go over our picks for the week and whatever is on that agenda, and get off your chest week. Get off your chest segment, right? So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Faceless Demo, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, Carlos Rodriguez. Thanks for tuning in. Every shout out
to all of them.
All of them. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to I told my cousin I'll mention him. I'm sure he's probably watching. What up, Mel? We out of here on Thursday. Shout out to my cousin Ramel. We out of here on Thursday. He told me to shout out.
Big Ramel. What up, man?
Shout out to Big Ramel. We're heading down to the spot on Thursday, and we'll be giving a show from there. And my man Stoney got a surprise where he's going to be doing his show from. So on Thursday, y'all will be all surprised. Y'all will be like, wow, you guys are crazy. But with that being said, it's parlay with us. Like and subscribe. Thumbs up, share. It's me, Stone. It's me, Mr. Beans, my man Stoney, and my man Hustle Stacks. Sean, I know you're watching. I know you did somewhere, bro. We couldn't get in, but I'll see you on Thursday. We out. Peace. Patriots, do y'all thing, bro.
Patriots win. Yo, you gotta run it back.
God to make moves, Doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through.